This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again. Please, God, no. Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts. He wrote all right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 314. Wow. I'm Jason.
Is this pie?
It is pie. Oh, we should have brought pie.
We've got chocolate peanut butter pie Oreos. I'm Jeff.
I'm Jim.
Now I kind of want some pie, like some cherry pie. She's my
No.
cherry
No.
pie. But I want pie. What kind of pie, Jeff, do we go with on Pie Day? What would be the best?
Chocolate peanut butter?
Okay.
Oh,
I do like peanut butter pie.
key lime.
Key lime is my favorite.
Chocolate silk.
Oh. But it gets a film on top, though. Or is that the pudding pie?
Well, if it's a good chocolate silk pie, it won't get the film.
Okay.
Bad ones probably could.
Okay. So my mom's I guess the film on. Sorry. Heaven forbid she actually listens to this show one day. Anyways, moving on. We're here. Blake's taking a personal day this week. We will see him next week. He'll be back. Maybe funny. I'm not sure. You never know with Blake.
You never know.
But no, he's taking personal day, so we are here this week. Back in our studio after 2 weeks, isn't it? Holidays.
Holidays do that to you.
Jeff, what did you get for Christmas? Anything great?
What did I get for Christmas? I got a new, what do you call it?
Circular? You're making a circular motion.
Yeah, humidifier for my bedroom.
Oh, okay.
So I can sleep at night now.
Okay. Were you not sleeping at night?
I was having a hard time sleeping without getting like a dry throat and
Okay.
whatnot. And
We put my kids. 2 of my kids have those, just because of respiratory issues. But yeah. So, did you get it for a present, or did you buy it yourself?
I got it for a present.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I asked for it when asked, what do you want for Christmas?
Is it a Vicks one that you put the medicine?
No,
in?
no.
Oh, okay.
It tells you specifically don't add any aromas or anything to it.
Is in the shape of a frog.
It is not.
Aww.
Although that would be cool if it was.
It would. They have kids ones like that.
Oh, it's kind of teardrop shaped.
Oh, well, that's not as much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dick's used to carry those.
Dick's Sporting Goods?
Yes.
The frog ones?
Uh-huh.
Really?
They had the frog. They had like an elephant. They had
Yeah.
They had 4 different ones.
We had an elephant in this house, and let me tell you, they're shit. The animal ones, they're awful. Vicks, I think it's Vicks that we went with now. Or no, not Vicks. It was a different one, sorry. But anyways, we don't put the mess in it, but they have a good one. But yeah, the animal ones suck. I think we've gone through like 2 elephants, and we just gave up. So, welcome to Humidifier
Well,
Talk.
then I'm glad I didn't get a frog one.
Jim, you get anything exciting?
I got books, so I have more reading to do.
Good.
And then I got some cash, and I used that to buy a new Bengals jacket.
Ooh.
Just a little windbreaker.
Was it $5?
No.
Oh.
It was on sale so it was only like $72.
Oh, okay. Okay.
On sale at the official Bengals shop.
Official
but
Bengals shop.
Everything costs more money than...
Wow. Is it signed by Zach Taylor, the head coach of the Bengals?
No,
Was it worn by him?
it was actually worn by Hugh Jackson.
Oh, wow. Can't all be winners, kid. Can't all be winners.
Talking about like Hugh Jackson and Marvin Lewis.
Ex-Bengal coaches, yes.
Yes. So is Marvin Lewis going to be the new Dennis Green, where all these teams bring him in for interviews because of the Rooney Rule, where
Yes.
they absolutely have zero interest in signing him?
Yes. The rumor is that he might be the defensive coordinator down in Dallas for McCarthy, Mike McCarthy. So,
I was kind of hoping Dallas would sign Marvin Lewis.
Well-
Because then they would continue their streak of not winning playoff games.
Well, the problem is Marv's his offensive coordinator coming with him is Hugh Jackson,
it's a joint. It's always a joint.
and they like was it Kellen Moore?
Is that who they
Yeah,
like?
the guy who was the former quarterback.
Ex-quarterback, yeah. Giants hired a special teams guy from the
Patriots.
today.
And then
People are freaking out. You can't hire a special teams guy. Why?
why not?
It's the same as the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator.
Bill Belichick liked him and said he came out and said he has coach.
I thought you couldn't hire coaches for teams that are playing in the playoffs this week. Oh, no, Bill Belichick won't come on the show.
There was no danger of that happening before.
And then
Is he looking like the Emperor Palpatine?
He always, hey, I was...
Okay, he looks a lot more lately. We got that from a couple of Twitter people, and I actually asked my wife that too. He kind of looked like the Emperor there for a while. Tom Brady's slowly turning into Darth Vader. Like you could tell he's forming into it. Don't do it, Tom.
So when we hear Brady go, no, then we're in trouble.
Yes, he's going to leave with the Patriots. You know he is. Everyone says he is.
Yeah.
he's not leaving the
He's
Patriots.
not leaving the Patriots.
Unless he retires.
No, he's not leaving the Patriots. I love that every media outlet. Oh, he's going to somewhere. Why? Why would he go anywhere?
Because like Indianapolis has so much cap room, they can pay him a lot more money. It's not about the money to him.
Yeah, that's the one thing I respect. Well, a couple things I do respect about him, but the fact that he's never been in this for the money.
He's in it to win.
You know what I respect
He's
about
to set records.
You know what I respect about him? He pisses off Roger Goodell. That's what I respect about him. Hey, can I have your phone? Fuck you.
If New Orleans decides to move on from Breeze and Breeze retires, Brady's definitely playing another year.
Yeah.
To get all the records that Breeze has.
Yeah. I think Breeze comes back. That's the rumor, is that they were talking, Ian Rappaport, I think they said they were trying to work out a deal, like a 2-year deal.
Oh, I think Breeze comes back. Breeze wants to put these records out of reach.
I like Breeze.
My question is, though, are the fans of New Orleans suing the league yet? Again.
That was one of the weakest pass interference calls, and it wouldn't stand up to the...
You're talking Kyle Rudolph pushing off the cornerback in the end zone to win in overtime this weekend.
They
Yes.
said that should have been called offensive pass interference. And I'm like, no, they were
It's
handsy.
hand fighting where his arm is extended, but he's also jumping backwards. So he creates space on his own. But again, there's definitely contact.
You can't change a playoff game by something that incidental.
Yeah.
You can't. It's not like he pulled the guy down or something in the
Or
end
it's not
zone.
like he ran right through him as the ball was still coming at him and knocked him down to the ground as the ball fell to the ground.
Which one are you talking about?
I was talking about the one that
year
the
before.
Rams did last year to the Saints.
Oh, okay. I was like, did something new happen this week? I saw all the playoff games. The only one I didn't really watch was Seattle, Philly, because we had stuff going on. But my Bills find another way to...
Oh, man, and if the Bills won, then all the wild cards would have won.
You know, and I like the Bills. My dad was a Bills fan growing up, and I like them because they're very similar to Cincinnati, the city of Cincinnati. But, my God, can they find another way to break their hearts up in Buffalo? Jeez, oh, peace. And, my God, their quarterback, Josh Allen, he looked petrified in that overtime in fourth quarter. They showed his face. He looked scared.
I thought Houston was a better team. I thought they were going to
I think
win.
they are. I think Buffalo's maybe a year or two away.
Oh, I thought they were a pretender this year, but they're on the way of becoming a good team.
They're about 2 years away.
I think next year, I think they have a real shot at winning the division.
I think this
Yeah, it depends. I don't think the Patriots are that strong anyways. So I think because they were in the Patriot games pretty.
Yeah, they were within
Buffalo's.
they were within a touch. One score of both games against the Patriots.
Yeah, like I said, I like Buffalo a lot. Josh Allen looks scared. Of course, then I looked at my wife. I said, "Well, that's what happens when you draft someone from Wyoming or from Wyoming college." He looked petrified on that big stage. He was fine the first 3 quarters, and then that game got close, and his face just looked like a deer in the headlights.
Because he knew that they were
Fucked.
the way it was going.
The longer it went, the less likely they were going to win.
I'm proud the kicker didn't leave it right
Oh, on the kick.
on the to get overtime.
Yeah. It was a good weekend though for football. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of NFL lately, but I love the first round of the playoffs. I like the wild cards. I like the wild card weekend.
What do you think of the overtime rule?
It's a fucking stupid rule. Even my wife has said that it's the dumbest. Every time
But-
she walks by, she's like, just make it one full quarter if you're going to do it, or everyone you both get a fair shot at it.
But you had a fair shot the entire game.
I still think it's a dumb rule. I don't know if college football is even better. Those games go.
I have no problem with it. I like the way the rule is done now. I like the fact that, okay, you're giving the other team a chance if you kick the field goal or something. I liked that addition to it. So you just don't get to the 40-yard line and kick a field goal, and because you want a coin flip.
I don't like college to the point that I like college enough because I don't have a team in college, so I just like watching the games. But I don't like that. Hey, it could end 14-14 in regulation, and the final score is 56-51. It's like, geez, oh,
It really screws you if you're a bettor.
That's true. So
I never even thought of that.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of times the over is caught because of overtime.
yeah, because they start at the 25 and it just keeps going.
So you're saying if you're betting college football, you should probably just bet the over if you're.
No, it depends on the game and the teams, but that's just unlucky.
I'm sure the overs are pretty high though in college football too.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Yeah.
Or just don't bet on sports.
That's true too.
So
Me and my gambling ways.
You can't stop yourself.
of a friend on Facebook a couple weeks ago, the game that the Bengals were up and they lost. Which one was that? Was that
Miami?
Miami?
No.
Miami came back. Oakland?
Might have been Oakland. So a friend of a friend on Facebook, I got caught in the black hole of just clicking like, hey, I think I know them, and then keep going. She was mad because I guess she went to the casino to bet, or she had a ticket for the sports betting for the NFL. First off, she bet for the Bengals. That's a horrible call for them to win, and she got the points with Oakland. And supposedly at one point in the first or second quarter, she was mad because I don't know how she bet. I don't know all the ways you can bet in sports. But I guess she was up like $2,000 at one point and then ended up losing it all. And I'm like, first off, that's your own fault for betting on the Bengals, And then second off, why are you betting on the NFL? That's the worst one I think you could bet on.
One, you're never up $2,000.
Correct. The game's not over.
If the game goes scoreless from here on out, you'll
Yes.
win $2,000.
No, she could have been up 2,000 if she was betting like prop bets and half times and.
I don't know. I don't know enough about betting in sports.
But the fact of the matter is, you're not up until everything is done. If you have bets throughout the game coming, you're counting your chickens before they hatch.
Oh, she could have been up that much and then continued to bet on the game and picked all losers.
Well, then that's her own stupid fault.
Never bet on Andy Dalton. Never bet.
I would have. I would have bet Bengals against Cleveland.
I would have bet Bengals against Cleveland.
I said
Cleveland
that,
was done.
I said that 3 weeks prior. If the Bengals and Cleveland meet and Cleveland's eliminated from the playoffs with Andy Dalton starting again, the Bengals were going to win that game.
Yeah. Let's see here. Just to let you guys know, XFL rules came out today. Are we excited?
No.
No field goals or extra point or no extra points.
No
anyway?
extra points.
You have to go for 2.
Yes, the kickoffs. Let's see. Here we go. Double forward pass. If a team completes a forward pass behind the line of scrimmage, that player has the ability to attempt another forward pass as long as the ball has no time crossed the line of scrimmage.
I don't mind that rule. It's just you can throw it one. You can take in the shotgun. You can throw it straight across for a yard ahead, real quick.
Yeah, you can throw it up to the guy standing.
All
right
it
behind
is
the
now
line
the guy doesn't have to take a step back now like he does.
I kind of like that rule. That makes it fun.
I don't. It's not that big of a change.
No. Extra points. Let's see here. No extra points will be free points. Offenses will have 3 options to try to add to the 6 points scored on a touchdown. They can attempt a 1-point offensive play from the 2-yard line, a 2-point play from the 5, or a 3-point play from the 10.
I like that.
That's fun. I like it.
I'm intrigued.
Overtime. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just looking at this. A 5-round overtime. They have to knock each other out. They pick 5 of their strongest guys and
nice.
they wrestle. Think hockey shootouts or penalty kicks. Teams will alternate 5 single-play possessions with this team scoring the most. Each score is worth 2 points. Declared the victor. I don't know what that is.
So they put you on like the 5-yard line,
It
or
puts you on like the 10 or something, and you get to run.
and you get
one play.
One play.
So it's like a 2-point conversion.
Well, you get 5 attempts at running one play, and then the other team has 5 attempts.
Yeah, you go back and forth. Okay, I get that now. Like overtime in hockey. Okay, the shootout. Let's see. XFL is.
Do you have the offense on one end and the defense on the other end? Kind of like in hockey, you'll have the
Just switch out?
2 goalies sitting there, and as they go back and forth.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't run that XFL, so I don't know.
Well, why don't you?
I don't know. Let's see here. There is a 25-second play clock, running a game clock outside of 2 minutes, and a 10-minute halftime. Except for the XFL championship game, it's a 6-hour halftime. Let's see here. Also, the rule was with the kicking. Basically, what is it? You have to get it between the 0 and the 0 and the 1 and the 20-yard line if you're kicking it on a kickoff. Pardon me. And if you don't, if it goes in the end zone, you get it at the 35. If you kick it past it or something, there's like rules that basically you can get it at the run it back, or if it goes in the end zone, you get at 35, and if you do something else, you get at the 45. So I don't know.
Well, I heard they wanted kickoff, which is like the opposite of the NFL. The
Yes.
NFL's trying to get rid of kickoffs.
Yes.
So it sounds to me like they're trying to get the kicking teams to try to get the ball like up in the air and not quite go into the end zone.
Like in college, now that's you can call a fair catch. If it's inside the 20 on a kickoff and you get it as a touchback.
The XFL is now talking about expansion for next year. Whoa.
Yeah,
let's calm it down there, Chief.
Yeah, let's have a year. I mean, you're having a hard time getting players right now because when you do sign players, you won't let them go to the NFL if the opportunity arises. You're going to avoid players wanting to play for you if they think there is a chance of an NFL team calling.
And they're avoiding signing players like Antonio Brown, or particularly Antonio Brown.
Tom Brady and Andrew Luck are going to be playing the XFL.
That would be great.
That would be funny. Could you imagine?
Is that like the NBA, ABA days when you had guys went to the ABA?
Yes. Like Will Ferrell. Sorry.
Jackie Moon.
Was that the name?
Yeah.
So anyways, so there you go. There's enough football talk. You guys see anything over the holidays?
Oh yeah, it's been weeks. So
Any quick reviews out there?
I forgot whatever I did see. So what did I see, Jim?
We saw Knives Out, and then after that we saw Star Wars, and then after that
talked
we
about
saw...
Yeah, we talked about those on the last one. Did you guys watch Ricky Gervais just destroy Hollywood on their
I watched a
monologue?
7-minute clip monologue.
I watched the monologue. We watched the monologue in like maybe the first couple of words.
I watched the whole show.
Was it any good?
No.
Okay. Jason Momoa had a tank top on,
Yes.
sleeveless shirt, a guy like that. Ricky Gervais was awesome.
Well, it's just that I hear people complaining about him, and I'm like, okay, you're wrong. But I mean, he honestly wasn't as funny as other people are saying he was.
I'll give you that. I think it was because it was a little shocking that he, mocked, the...
He mocked Hollywood.
Yeah. And Tom Hanks' reactions were great.
Oh
like,
yeah, those memes are going to be coming out. I just wonder what the memes will be. The Tom Hanks memes, like there'll be like a standard reply type meme.
It's going to be similar
of
to
Tom
that
Hanks.
dog face where the dog's kind of.
That was actually, he did make a dog face like that. I thought he was humorous. I did like the people complaining. I think we posted on our Facebook page, History of Bad Ideas. Did he go too far? No. Shut the fuck up. He didn't go too far.
I don't think you can go too far.
No! If it's a funny joke, it's a funny joke.
Yeah, did he go too far? He didn't go far enough, to be
No.
honest.
No. And you know what? If they get upset, shut the fuck up. Who cares?
I mean, going into this, you're going to have a kind of roast type feel to it.
Yeah.
He should have roasted the shit out of him.
And I think the guy in the monologue who handled it great, because when he was being made fun of, was Martin Scorsese.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yep. I'm
He
too
was
short.
too-
I'm too short to ride rides."
They called him short. I mean, what's he going to do? Say, no, I'm not short.
I like how people bitch about how he made comments about Marvel, like it's a theme park and it's not a, real movies. Who cares? If that's his opinion, who cares?
But it is. I mean, he's not wrong.
No, but if that's what he thinks, he's 80 years old. Of course, he's not going to be appealed to. Guess what? Half the shit that's out there now doesn't appeal to our age group. Who cares? Why are you getting upset about it? We do because we podcast, so we have to have material. But
The problem I have is that he's allowed to have his opinion, and I'm
Correct.
fine with that. But it's like, yeah, well, can you stop making fucking gangster movies?
correct.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with that.
I mean, everyone's raving about the new movie, and it's Martin Scorsese taking another look at gangster movies.
3-hour Irishman. Somebody did break it up. If you tried to do it as an 8-episode or 5-episode movie show, they said, and they did the times that
I
you
should
should
look
stop.
that up and just probably watch it in increments.
That's what I thought I was going to do.
It's why I haven't watched it yet, because when am I going to have the 3 hours I want to commit to it?
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of my
Binge watching.
binge watching or my streaming when I'm in bed getting ready. And do I want to commit to not going to sleep for
Correct.
3 hours?
I had that problem last night. I got through more episodes of You on Netflix, the soccer movie.
I still
show.
haven't. I still haven't watched it yet. I hear a lot of people.
Have you watched the first season?
I didn't watch the first season.
First season's good. Second season is good. I think I know what's going to happen. I got 2 episodes left. I'm hoping I'll probably finish it tonight or tomorrow. It's a good show. It's dark. It's about a guy that stalks a woman. He falls in love and just becomes obsessed. And but he's also a serial killer. It's kind of like Dexter, and they even call him out as Dexter in the show. So there's parts of it, and it's his narration. And like the first season, you're like, oh, maybe this guy's not that bad of a guy. Yeah, he's kind of stalker, but he's doing. And then things happen. You're like, oh, he's not a good guy. But they make you think that. Like, you kind of get wrapped up into his life.
So you got to the twist that you ruined, that you spoiled when you started talking about it on Facebook?
Oh, I wasn't even at that point. I just guessed. And I don't know if it's happened yet. I guessed.
Well, if you haven't got to the big twist, then
I think it's in episode 10, the final episode.
Yeah.
Because I'm not there. 'cause
you're
I'm
not there
like-
yet, so you haven't gotten to
Yeah.
it yet.
It's a good show. I enjoy it a lot. I was happy with it. I did see The Greatest Showman.
That was not a good movie.
My family cannot stop singing the music, and I can't either because I love the soundtrack.
Oh, really? Because I didn't like that either.
I love the soundtrack.
I turned it on and fell asleep.
I don't think it's a good film in terms of like Oscar worthy and all that stuff. And I've only seen bits and pieces when my daughter was watching it. She loves the show, but I go in and out. I haven't seen the whole thing, so I can't tell you if the film's good. So I guess I shouldn't say I saw it. I heard it, and now I download the thing. I can't stop with the soundtrack. I love it.
Hugh Jackman is talented.
God, yeah, he is.
Oh yeah. I have no problem with Hugh Jackman. I have no problem with doing a good musical. I just did not like that one and didn't think it deserved the accolades it got. I thought it was one of the
Weaker ones.
weaker movie musicals I've ever seen.
Was it better than La La Land?
I've not seen La La Land.
So yes,
Okay.
I enjoy.
I mean, it's worse than Grease 2.
Go Grease Lightning. Go.
No, that's
Grease
Grease 1.
Oh, whatever. No, I really enjoyed the music of The Great Showman. Seriously, like, all of us love it, and I think it's just because it's catchy. I did see Frozen 2 as well over the holiday break. I was not impressed. Yeah, my kids and my wife loved it a lot. They thought it was better than the first one. the animation was impressive, like down to the threads on the clothes and that, but I didn't think it was that great. I was kind of bored by it, to be honest. But, you know, I've seen worse. It could be, you know, the Emoji Movie.
Oh, God. Or it could be
Missing Link?
Missing Link, the Gold Globe winning.
I think
animated
people are
movie.
just shocked by it because it's not a big film. It didn't do well. It is original. It is original.
Yeah.
It creeped me out because the Missing Link in it is a little creepy looking.
Well, I haven't seen the movie. I just thought it looked terrible.
It did look terrible.
Like the ads for it, and I went, oh my God, this is like a terrible movie.
It did look terrible.
But the one thing was, it was the only movie in the animated category that wasn't a sequel or a remake.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it was original. Yeah. Oh, the other movie we did see was Richard Jewell.
Oh yeah, we did see Richard.
How
Jewell.
was that?
It was pretty good.
I wanted to see that.
Kathy Bates gave a great performance. I forgot the guy who plays Richard Jewell's name. He gave a great performance.
Paul Walter Hauser.
That's his name. And
Sam
Sam Rockwell. Well, he's always good though.
Oh,
Jason-
had a buzzing over there.
Yeah.
Somebody was. Oh, phone. Oh, sorry. Yes, Jeff. What was going to be the answer?
Oh no, I was yelling at you for making that noise.
Yeah, it wasn't me for once. See, I didn't fuck up. A couple of moments of silence today. Sam Weish, the ex-Bengals coach, breath of silence. And then a couple in the last day or so. Elizabeth Wurtzel, she was 52. She died of cancer. She did Prozac Nation, the book. So that was another one. And then this was the one that just happened on air. Let me get it right. here.
While we started recording.
Right before we recorded, sorry. Silvio Horta, the Ugly Betty creator, he committed suicide today in a Miami hotel room. So he brought Ugly Betty to America because it was a Colombian show. He also wrote Urban Legends, the movie. And I was like, I really like that one. That was enjoyable. But yeah, so breath of silence for that.
I don't know. Permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Yep. So, but it was kind of sad because I think he was 38, I think it was. Or, sorry, let me get that right here.
Yeah.
45, sorry.
But
sorry.
to all of our listeners and everything, it's not worth it. If you need help, reach out to somebody. Reach out to the Hobie guys. We're here for you.
Yeah, if you need to.
DM us or anything. So,
Oh yeah. Also, because I'm like, somebody else died and I couldn't remember. Don Larson, Major League Baseball pitcher.
pitch
He
perfect.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
I
New Year's Day.
missed that one.
Yeah. I think he might
Only
have
perfect
the
game,
first
right?
Same
one.
day as Sam Weish.
Wow.
I thought it was the day before, but whatever. But yeah, he.
Wow.
Yeah, only perfect game ever in the World Series. I mean, granted, he was old, like 90 something or 90 or whatnot. So he did live a long life.
Really makes you think. Man, that was sudden.
Yeah, like Sam Weish. Man, really?
He was 74, though.
Yeah. But he was battling
Correct.
cancer.
But you know what? 74 is not old anymore. Hell, it's only 30-something years.
Somebody
from
else did pass away, too.
now. Oh, no.
David Stern.
Oh, yeah, NBA
NBA
commissioner.
commissioner.
Yeah.
And he held on a lot longer than I thought he would after having the brain aneurysm. Like his brain pretty much exploded, and he lived for like another month.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Supposedly he was okay until Allen Iverson visited him. So that was the rumor. That was a rumor, just allegedly.
Unsubstantiated.
Yes,
but-
yes, yes. Who do I go with as a face of the NBA? Allen Iverson or Tim Duncan? He's a great role model, and well, he's just a jerk. Let's go with the jerk. Go with the jerk.
He doesn't even know what practice is.
Talking about practice.
Do I want to hit the guy that shot 50%, or do I go with the guy that shoots 22%?
The guy who shoots 50% or the guy who shoots 50 baskets?
Oh yeah, go with him. Go with him. Go with him. Fuck you, Iverson.
Or he's probably a Hall of Famer. He was a good basketball player.
Probably a Hall of Famer.
Jeff shoots 50.
Where Tim Duncan is most definitely a Hall
Duncan's
of
in.
Famer. Yeah.
He's already
Well,
in.
But I mean, when he was playing, especially at the time of his retirement, you knew there was no way he was going to be capped out.
Again, Jeff. Jeff, you shoot 50 shots in a game. You're going to get 20 points.
No, really hard.
Your Raptor arms.
I know I really have never played basketball against you, but that's probably because I've stopped playing basketball by the time I met you.
Time out. I want to do this. I want to do a basketball game. First one to 2.
Count by 2.
It's going to be 38 minutes.
First basket wins.
And we're going to do the little Tykes Fisher-Price basket. We'll do it that way.
And news I saw today, CNN settled their lawsuit, the lawsuit against them from the Cov Cath kid.
Oh, a guy in the face. Yeah, but that guy had a punchable face.
If all you say is this kid has a punchable face, I mean, I'd go to court fighting against that because his face is very punchable.
It's very punchable.
But if you said anything else beyond that,
correct. But he has a punchable face, Jim.
he does have a punchable face.
You know who else who has a punchable face? The Seahawks coach, Pete Carroll.
Oh, he has a very punchable face.
I used to like the Seahawks, but
I know.
when I'm watching them play, I want to punch the coach in the face.
But I can't get mad at them because every time Russell Wilson's on screen, my family, my wife and my kids, we all sing, his name is Russell Wilson, because it just works with him. And he looks like a nice guy. Sorry.
Well, he is a nice guy. You see, after they beat the
Yeah,
Eagles,
he asked about Carson.
he's talking to Doug Peterson, the coach. He's like, hey, how's Carson? He's going okay? That's the first thing he asked.
I like that. That was nice.
So should Flowers have been kicked out of that game?
Not Flowers, Clowney.
It was Clowney.
Oh, Clowney, I'm sorry. Flowers did stupid things else, but Clowney was...
People were bitching because Clowney...
It should have been at least a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah. Oh.
But they said, if Burfict did it, he would have been kicked out. Yeah, you know why? Because Burfict has a record.
Yeah.
History.
Clowney has had a few incidents, too.
Yeah, but...
He should have been fined, at least. He wasn't even fined.
Because
They said it was an incidental hit. Like,
Oh, it wasn't
he drove his helmet down into the helmet into the ground. He had to change the direction he was...
Wentz was already down when he started going after, or like when he lowered his head.
He wasn't part of the initial tackle.
No, the initial tackle, Wentz's knees were already on the ground and his head traveling towards the ground when Clowney went in head first, hitting him in the head.
Yeah. He definitely should have been fined and maybe suspended for a game or two next year. But the NFL's cleared him.
Oh, good for them. Welcome to the NFL.
Oh, and local news, the Do Nothing City Council, other than wanting to change names of streets because the people were slave owners and bad people, now they want to get rid of a statue that has been in the Eden Park area for 80 years because it was a gift to the city brought here from Benito Mussolini.
But it's a cool statue.
And it technically was given by the mayor of Rome, and Mussolini kind of allowed it to happen.
We're like Rome's sister city, aren't we?
Yes, because we were the first, or at the time, the only large American city named after a Roman.
Cincinnati.
That, and I know they like to compare the Seven Hills of Cincinnati, although that's made up, versus the Seven Hills of Rome. Mm-hmm. I know they always made that comparison, but I think, Rome was our sister city.
Okay. We did have a Twitter poll of the week on our Twitter page, Bad Ideas Podcast. If you haven't, follow us there. Also, give us a like on Facebook. That helps us a lot. History of Bad Ideas. You young whippersnappers. What Star Wars spinoff would you watch? We had Rose Tico, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Cassian Andor, who was in Rogue One, the pilot, and Ahsoka. I never get her name right. She's awesome.
Tano?
Yes, thank you. She was in Rebels. She was in Clone Wars.
Yeah, she's an animated character.
Yeah, she was in, I think, Sith. Revenge of the
I think she was in Revenge of the Sith.
I think she was in the background, but I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, she's an awesome character. So, because basically Disney Plus is going forward with an Obi-Wan Kenobi one, Cassian Andor is coming.
Oh, they are doing
Yeah,
Cassian
that
Andor?
one's in production. And there's rumors of a Rose Tico.
Well, there's everyone calling for it since they pretty much cut her out of The Rise of Skywalker. They thought they should give Rose something more to do.
I don't have a problem with that. Go ahead.
The problem is the choice in here. There wasn't which one would you watch. I'll watch all of them.
No, that's true. That is true. It should be which one would you pick?
Yeah.
I won't watch any of them.
If you had Disney Plus, which one would you watch?
Oh, but I don't have Disney Plus.
Well, if
so
you
that
did,
was
which one would you pick?
Cassian Andor.
Okay.
That's who I picked.
I would do Tano.
I
but
don't know who that is. So.
She's a Jedi. Let's see. So in last place with 3.2%, Cassian Andor.
I think Jeff and I voted for him.
I didn't vote.
Oh. I did.
In third place, 20.6%, Rose Tico. I thought that would be a little bit more popular. This one kind of came on at the end. Winning 46 to 30%, Obi-Wan Kenobi wins over Tano.
Obi-Wan, his story's been told.
Yeah, I think people are excited because Ewan McGregor is coming back. I think that's the reason. I think they're excited about that part.
I don't mind other characters in the... Like I told The Mandalorian, we're taking completely different characters, and we're going to tell a completely different story, and the story's been great. Yeah. The first season was fantastic.
I got 3 episodes left.
I like what the new show they're coming out with about the Old Republic and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that they're doing something away from
the Skywalker
in this era is great.
Which family has caused more problems in this universe? The Skywalker family or the Kennedy family? Ooh. That's a tough call.
More problems?
Because I'll be honest, as I've gotten older, I'm kind of getting tired of the fucking Skywalker family because they're fucking everything up.
I think the Skywalkers have done
worse. They've killed more. Not many more, but have killed few more than the Kennedys. Skywalker at least knows how to drive, so that helps.
That does help.
Nobody ran into a tree.
Or into a creek.
Correct. Millennium Falcon never, decided to go into they did go to an asteroid field. They came out of the asteroid field, though, safe, Of course, if they went over Nantucket, that probably would have been an issue. Han probably could not have flown into fog.
I would say the Skywalkers are a worse family.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I mean, you take how many people Anakin himself killed.
Well, yeah, but that's because his feelings were hurt. I mean, it's very justified.
Oh yeah, his love died.
Yeah.
So he should probably kill everybody in the universe.
Correct.
Yeah, but he killed the younglings before his love died.
And the sane people.
Well, they killed his mom. They deserved it.
Yeah, but his mom wasn't really that great either. Hey, I just met you, Liam Neeson. Go ahead and take him. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, because she knew he had no life as a slave to a junk dealer.
Fine, go with Liam Neeson. He could be a pedophile. Who knows?
He was a Jedi. Jedis aren't pedophiles.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the priesthood. No one in power ever does that.
Hey, she sold him to Hollywood.
Oh.
To Disney? So she sold her son to Disney? Yeah. Who is she?
I mean, I would at least go, hey, Qui-Gon, can I get a background check on you first? Can I get this?
At least Abe Hands waited.
Oh, she felt something.
At least Abe Hands waited till his son was over 18.
That's true. Disney, take my son.
Well, he sold him when he was younger. He just had to continue to raise him
he was 18.
until he was 18. Yeah.
I think that is pretty good parenting, though, right there.
Well, on the side note, intern Hackney is not here this week because he is at Disney because his new father, Ape Hands, sold him too. So we're negotiating with Disney to get intern back. It's coming back. We're hoping. Hackney, let's do some listener feedback.
Time for the bomb listener feedback.
Yeah.
Brought to you today by Jason's Mom's Pies.
I don't know how I feel about this.
They've got a skin on them.
Oh,
Jim, you want to take that away?
Yes. Listener feedback started from Doug.
Number one fan.
Ape Hands.
Give yourself a nickname.
Chris Hansen is on Cameo for $50. Who needs this?
We
Predators.
We desperately need this. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. You want to come in here and talk? Just $50, you can get Chris Hansen to say that for you.
You're free to leave. I mean, you can go anytime.
Go anytime. I just want to ask you a few questions.
Oh, I just came to tell her about the warning signs of inviting strangers over. Sir, we found 87 packs of condoms in the car and 18 things of Bartles and James, okay?
They still make Bartles?
I don't know. But
Yes, they do.
Okay.
could you explain that?
Should we get the $50 and get him to say to Blake, I need you to come in here.
I actually did think about getting money together for Chris Hansen. Just because it's such an odd cameo. Cameo is, we've talked about it before, you basically pay, whatever the people's asking price is to get celebrities to talk for like 20 seconds to you. You can wish them have them wish people happy birthdays. You can do, there's one podcast that has like 87 of them on there talking about it, which I think is awesome.
Yeah. We can get on and say, hey, these are great podcast guys. 'cause
Correct.
They paid me $50. But, and different celebrities cost different amounts of money.
I'll get some prices for you here in a bit. So.
I think we talked about it in the past, but
Yeah.
the Ron Jeremy was $50.
And Hobie is only $10. We will, if you
Yes.
send us $10, you can Venmo me or
TJ Lavin from MTV's The Challenge is $100.
oh, he's also a
Wow, that's $100 for someone I don't know.
Larry,
no, he was also a motorbike. He was an X Game gold medalist.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Chris Hansen, $50. Also, the Soup Nazi from Seinfeld, $60. So would you pay $60 for Soup Nazi? Ooh, that could be a fun segment. Every week we pick two that are the same price, and we have to decide which one we would pay for.
There we go. New segment, change approved.
Wow, cameo segment.
Cameo segment.
This episode sponsored by Cameo, when you need a third-rate celebrity to say hi.
So you get the Soup Nazi, which he's got a famous saying, which I'm assuming almost every time he does it, he's saying "know something for you."
Carson Kressley is only $65 from Queer Eye. That's actually not bad.
I don't know what I would get Carson Kressley
Okay,
to say.
this is what I want for my birthday, guys.
You want Carson Kressley?
Michael
And
Buffer.
time out. We're actually recording on my birthday this year, too.
Michael Buffer.
Big E from New Day is $125. New Day Rocks.
Oh, the wrestler.
New Day Rocks. Ernie Hudson's $135.
Those are getting expensive.
Flavor Flav is $250.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, where's the cheap ones? Where's the $10 one?
Kevin Conroy from Batman the Animated Series is $75. Simon Rex, the comedian, is $64. That's an odd number.
Well, he wants to undercut all those $65 people.
I guess.
Simon Rex, he was what in Not Another... No, was he in Disaster Movie?
Oh, was he in... Oh, I hope not. I hope he was in Not Another Teen Movie, because that was better than Disaster Movie.
Ozzie Guillen, the ex-manager and baseball player, is $50.
Oh, he...
I don't know what I would get Ozzie Guillen to say, but sure.
You just get him to yell at you.
Oh,
Like you're an umpire.
Boogie2988. He's a YouTuber and a gamer, don't you know? $35. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Hey, that's the cheapest one we've had so far.
That's what she said.
Well, like,
Can we sign up like for Hobie $10?
you can sign up there as a sign-up log.
Yeah.
You can do it.
now, would that be $10 a person, or could you get all three of us for $10?
All
we go.
three of us.
Here we go. Let me try to get a rate here. Let's do $10 as the max. Let's do that. So we got for $10 or less Bethany Brown from The Flash. Let's
know who
see
that
here.
is.
Josh Canfield from TV star Survivor.
Oh, just Josh from Survivor. Okay.
Christine Barger. She's a ventriloquist.
Oh, that's the ventriloquists are great for the radio.
There's a lot of people I don't know at this point.
That's
the $10 ones.
There's probably look, Hobie might be in there.
Let's see here. Casey Burke, anyone know her? Nope. Okay, I really have.
You have to
Let's
tell
go
me what they're
$25.
famous
That's the problem is that they don't even have what their credits are.
Oh,
They're just
Just their name?
Let's go $25.
Okay, I'll get that here. Jim, you do the next thing. I'll get that set up for you here.
Next, we have from Jock and Nerd.
Jock and Nerd.
The Danger Entertainment Secret Santa was a lot of fun. Thanks to Hobie for a new Pez candy addiction to start 2020.
Good job, Jeff.
Yes, they got Sour Pez. I gave them a bunch of... I used that to line the box with the other presents. So
We never got a Secret Santa gift.
Oh, man.
We were in the Danger Entertainment Secret Santa, never got one.
Someone doesn't like Hobie.
No, they don't.
Most people don't like Hobie. I don't blame them.
They said, oh, I got Hobie. I wanted somebody good.
So they end up getting somebody else got doubled up on.
Jock and Nerd got two things.
And I hope they enjoy it, because at Hobie, we really don't need anything.
Just listeners.
Just bribes for floppies.
Ned Luke, the voice actor from Grand Theft Auto, is $40.
Okay.
$40.
Well, his voice is... He does Carl, I think, in Grand Theft Auto.
Sure.
From the original Grand Theft Auto?
Or San Andreas.
Eddie Pepitone, the comedian, is $30.
I've heard of him. I don't know what his voice sounds like.
David Felding, who was Zordon in Power Rangers, the big screen thing, $20.
I didn't know he was
it's
alive.
It's just not like radio. They do video.
Yeah, it is video.
It's video, not just...
Oh, they'll do video?
It's like a Skype thing, yeah.
It's a Skype.
On your phone. Let's see here. That is, that's about it. Somebody from Stargate's SG-1 is $30.
Okay.
That's a deep pull if you're a SG-1 guy.
What's wrong with SG-1?
Nothing, but it's just
That's the main TV show.
Here you go, Chris Frangiola from Chelsea Lately, the comedian. He was on the round table a lot.
Okay.
$25. I liked him.
Is he okay? Yeah, I don't recognize him.
No, I didn't. Okay.
The name sounds familiar, but
Did you see Chewie died?
oh, I did see that.
Chelsea Lately, he died.
Oh.
Yeah. Lorenzo Lamas, $50. Will he bring his mankini in
His European...
from Joe Schmo Show?
It was his European...
Man pouch was in the thing.
Yeah.
European man pouch?
It might have been Man Pouch.
I hope he does.
Well, yeah. Well, he better be modeling it if you said you get video with this.
I absolutely loved him in the Joe Schmo 3.
Oh, that was perfect.
Mike Starr from Dumb and Dumber, the gas man, the guy chasing him, $30. So, I mean, I think we got some good ones. Richard Brake, who was the Night King guy in Game of Thrones, the main bad guy, whatever, $50. So, we got some good ones there. What else we got, Jim?
Next, we have from Jen Adams. I won 2 floppies? That's amazing. Guess there's not much point continuing things with Scab Jeff. What will people think if a person with 2 floppies continues to date a person with 0 floppies? Oh, the shame.
Congratulations. We had the floppy episode last week. It was a big hit. We appreciate it. All the presenters. And again, Scab Jeff did not win. I was very disappointed. I thought this was the year for him. I really did.
No, instead he lost Best Morris to Jen Adams. Tied Jen Adams and Morris the cat.
Yes. So congratulations, Jen Adams.
It is the European Casual pouch.
Oh, okay. God, that was a great show. Such a good show.
And there's a good segue now to Scab Jeff.
Huh.
Did Jason really watch Don't Fuck with Cats? It's not like Jason described it because it became something very different than the animal abuser story Jason implied the documentary was about.
The guy becomes a murderer. Spoilers. Okay, I get that. I didn't want to tell him that after it was only out for 5 days, people. It started with animal abuse, and then the guy became a killer of people.
And it's called Don't Fuck with Cats?
Yeah, because it followed the rule of on internet, you don't fuck with cats, and then this whole, armchair detectives came along and found this guy.
Oh, yeah, okay, that story.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, calm down. Side note, Jesse Hyman, who was in the GoDaddy commercial, it's a guy, he was $15. Okay. I really think we could be on this.
Oh, is that the geek?
Yes.
Yeah.
He plays like the guy who plays the geek in the background of any show that needs a geek?
Yes.
I could see that. $15.
What's he going to say to you? What do you want him to say?
You put him in the background of your video. Come on.
This is awful.
Well,
he was like one of the guys in the comic book store on what do you call it? The Big Bang Theory.
No, this is stupid.
He's
Jason, sign up Hobie for Cameo.
I'm going to.
Next, we have from Sean at Pittsburgh Nerd. I'm disappointed that I lost Canadian of the Year, but even if I was able to have my bribe of Eat Park Smiley cookies sent in, I don't think I could have beaten that cheesecake.
I don't think you could have beaten that cheesecake, and I'm a little scared of Eaton Park Smiley cookies.
All I know is that cheesecake was quite good the next 2 days.
Can't believe I left it over.
Oh, it was so good.
I'm kind of intrigued about the Eaton Park Smiley cookies, so you can still send them.
Yes, we'll eat them, and we'll park them.
We'll just pretend it's our Secret Santa gift.
Eaton Park.
Here's a question I really enjoyed. It's from Michael Leal. Most embarrassing tattoo a person could get. So, have you guys seen the show MTV does? Where
No. I've not seen a show MTV does in the last 15 years or longer.
they get people to come, like quote unquote friends, to come on, and they will tell the tattoo artist what they want the other person to have.
Oh.
And so
So-
they tattoo their friends, and none of this is any good.
And so they purposely put shitty tattoos on people.
Oh yeah, it's like it was like a female couple, and the one girl ghosted on the other one, and she wouldn't know why and everything. So she did like smelly lines from her vagina.
What?
Because she went down and it was just disgusting.
What?
But so she's like, oh, we'll make up. I'll buy you a tattoo.
And instead of telling her why, they brought her on the show and she did that.
Like, she put the tattoo on the other girl, or she tattooed herself?
She put that tattoo on the other girl.
Why does someone let that happen?
They don't know what they're getting tattooed.
Who the hell is letting someone tattoo them?
Idiots. Really, really big idiots.
I mean,
You should have stopped when he said, "Did you see the thing on MTV?" Just stop there, Jeff.
I watch Impractical Jokers, and there's no fucking way I would have agreed to that tattoo punishment. Matter of fact, that's the one thing I would have said on Impractical Jokers. Anything but no tattoos would have been my one. Not going to happen.
I was going to put Jaden Smith on your leg.
Caitlyn Jenner is $2,500.
Okay.
What's Bruce Jenner?
5. Billy Zane is $500. That I would do just for the Phantoms reference.
Billy, bring on as many Phantom references as possible.
I want
I would have
that.
done Zoolander references because Billy Zane is extremely good looking.
I would have done the boys references.
What's the most embarrassing tattoo? Could you guys would?
Most embarrassing tattoo.
Yes.
Like that we can get, well,
that a person could get. What do you think?
The neck ones are really bad.
face ones are worse than neck.
It depends.
Especially if it's like poop related on the face.
I always like the ones that
A poop emoji on your cheek. That would be terrible.
I like the ones
How
I have.
about a bad heart on your cheek?
We'll get to that.
Oh, someone did that?
Oh, we're getting to that.
What do you
at
mean
the
by
end.
bad heart?
Well, we'll get to it.
Like it had a heart attack?
It's a heart, but it's not because of the contours of the face. It doesn't look straight.
Oh, okay.
That was Amanda Bynes.
We'll get to that.
Oh, I heard. Oh, it's probably in the...
Doctor number one. I would say the face tattoos are always fun when it's like a criminal that they're hunting on the local news and it has like a flaming skull all over his face and they're like, if you've seen this, man, well, that's going to be pretty easy to find. If you're going to be a criminal, don't get a face tattoo.
Yeah. Noticeable marks. Yeah, his face is tatted up.
Honestly, if you're going to get a face tattoo, just go all the way and do what the guy, like everything, kind of like the lizard man guy who...
Yeah, but just don't be a criminal because that's easy to find. That
Oh, yeah.
person.
Well, I mean,
Just
what,
be a
Post
normal-
Malone?
Yeah.
Be Post Malone? I
Oh,
mean,
he just looks dirty.
No.
He looks like he's a viral bacteria.
He was on the countdown, New Year's Eve countdown. And I think this was the first time I ever heard him.
Okay.
I was actually...
Sing or talk?
Singing.
Okay.
I was actually surprised he actually didn't sound bad.
He doesn't.
What he looks like
Yes.
He doesn't sound like he looks.
Yeah, he looks like you should just put Lysol all over him.
He can sing, though.
He can sing. I'm not doubting that. He's just. I would say the neck tattoos are the ones that annoy me the most, like right on the side of the neck, especially like a name, Undertaker.
Name tattoos on
Well,
anywhere.
his is on the middle of the
Yeah,
neck,
that did not
Undertaker.
do well. He got his tattoo of his wife Sarah, his second wife, and then they got divorced 4 years later, so he had to cover it up.
Or the neck.
Yes,
Or
which is the worst.
Or people who get their own names tattooed on their neck.
Who does that? People do?
Yes.
Why?
'Cause I guess if they forget who they are.
They can look in the mirror.
Well, this way they don't have to introduce themselves to people. They just point at their neck.
Hi, my name is.
I'm Scott. See Scott.
Which one's trashier, the neck tattoo or the name or some like the cursive name of somebody above the person's boob, like the woman's boob, when they're
The neck
showing
tattoo.
cleavage? I don't have a
Neck
problem with
tattoo's
tattoos.
still
My wife has a
trashier.
couple. I don't have a problem with tattoos, but
Well, we have some friends of ours that have lots of tattoos.
yeah, I have nothing wrong with tattoos at all. I just you just gotta make it good.
But that's the thing is, bad tattoos are bad.
Yeah, it's like I always like the people that do the tattoo parties. Hey, my buddy's just become a tattoo artist. He's having a tattoo party at his house. Nope.
I might go to this guy who's been a professional for lots of years if I'm getting something permanently put on myself.
It's at the house. Yeah, I'm sure that sounds clean.
I've been for like the last 3 years, like been considering like applying to what's that tattoo show with
Ink?
Dave Navarro, Ink Masters.
Yeah.
Free tattoo. Let's see if Ink Masters is giving away, because you get some of the best tattooers in the country to do
But
it.
you don't get to decide what you're getting.
Depending.
Oh, no, you can say, hey, if you're going to do this type of thing, I want that.
You see, that's
What would you get?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay, I'm just
Part of the
asking.
reason I've never gotten a tattoo yet is because I never thought of something that I would permanently
Yeah,
want.
I know. That's the one thing I can never figure out.
I would be the person who go on and be like, I would say like the most difficult thing in the most difficult place. So they would give me the guy they're trying to get out, and then I'd let him tattoo a good thing
Just-
somewhere else. Because it's like, oh yeah, I want this like on my skull, and like, ooh, skull tattoos are terrible. I don't want to do that. And you're like, oh no, you can do it on my shoulder. That's fine. I just wanted somebody who was good, and they usually try to screw over the good people.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the problem is that, I would like to do something because I like tattoos, but I don't know what. Like, I don't know what I would do with it. That's the issue.
Exactly.
Also, let you know, Jeff's favorite actor, Marlon Wayans, is $1,000. He can talk about white chicks.
He can talk about Dungeons and
Dungeons and
Dragons.
Dragons, yeah.
It looks like here that Caitlyn Jenner is actually the most expensive.
Wow, they haven't gotten anybody over Caitlyn Jenner?
Nope.
Well, I suppose anybody who's going to charge more than that isn't going to be on Cameo.
Manny Pacquiao is $1,000.
That's it?
Yeah.
I figured Manny Pacquiao
And Kevin
would be
O'Leary from Shark Tank, the bald guy, is $999. Tommy
Fucking-
Lee is $400.
fucking Kevin O'Leary.
Brett Favre is $400. But the problem is he'll quit halfway through, and then he'll come back, and then he'll finish it up.
Yeah,
and-
but he'll be doing it for somebody else.
Correct.
You pay him $400, he'll quit and then go up on your rival's Cameo. I mean, we pay him.
He
and-
shows up on Pittsburgh Nerd. I'm
Exactly.
having fucking issues.
We pay him, and then he'd start, and then leave, and then end up on Sean and Ian's
This
show.
is bullshit. Fucking Brett Favre.
Oh, okay. Now we have from Dev. Regarding ranking the Star Wars films, 2 episodes again, my list is 1, Empire Strikes Back, 2, A New Hope, 3, Return of the Jedi, 4, Rogue One, tied at 6, Solo and Revenge of the Sith, 7, The Last Jedi, 8, Rise of Skywalker, 9, Attack of the Clones, 10, Phantom Menace, and 11, The Force Awakens.
Can't believe Force Awakens. You know
I
what?
believe it.
You know what, though? We don't criticize if that's what you think. Good for you.
There's been people with valid criticisms on The Force Awakens. I have no problem with that.
Phantom Menace still the worst. Still the worst.
It's not worse than Attack of the Clones.
They attack clones, Jeff. Come on.
Oh, no, this is an interesting. I was discussing this. Mm-hmm. When you're judging, like how you like a movie,
Okay.
is it the equal of the good and the bad, or does if it's has a does the good outweigh the bad, or does the bad outweigh the good?
I don't know. That's a tough call because Avengers Endgame, I was kind of bored in the first half. Now, I've liked it a lot better since I've seen it 2 or 3 times on Disney+. And then the whole last hour with the battle makes that movie an A+ for me. Because it's 20 movies or whatever it is combining for that last scene, that last hour. And so that was like perfect movie at the end. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it might be if the good outweighs the bad.
Because I mean, I know we were discussing this specifically Star Wars even, with like The Last Jedi. I'm like, I love it because this was great, this was great, this was great, and people are like, yeah, but this sucked. I'm like, you're right, that part wasn't good, but the other parts that were good were so good that the bad from that movie doesn't.
The casino scene, flying Leia, and milk nipple Luke.
And I don't understand how that bothers you so much.
It's not that bad.
No. Pasteurize that shit.
But I mean, the simple fact of the matter is, there's some problems with it, and I mean that's not even a story problem. That's
it's not.
Didn't like to see. But there are some minor problems, but there are so many great scenes in it that I don't care about the minor problems.
I think it is.
And then I'm thinking the same thing with the prequels. Phantom Menace, there's a lot wrong with it, but it has a couple of good parts.
Yeah, but I think the bad outweighs that.
See, but I'll take the good parts and say because these goods are in here, there's no good parts in.
I'll do this. I probably need to watch Attack of the Clones again. Because there are some bad scenes with the love interest, between those
real
two.
Bad, and
there's no heat between them.
No,
there was no good scenes to pull the bad up in that movie for me.
The tigers attacking.
No, that was one of the worst scenes in the movie. I'd rather watch them talk about sand than that fight in the animal.
I think with the Phantom Menace, it was such a build up to it that still resonates with me and being horrible because I was so let down.
It's a boring film, though.
Oh, it is.
It's a very boring film. Like nothing happens.
Like, we went in to watch it, opening weekend, and we sat there, and it came on, we watched it, and it got done. I'm like, why the fuck did we wait for this?
I think that's a big part of it. I think everybody was excited. But it's a boring film. When my son watched it 2 weeks ago, I was bored to tears. And I was like, I don't care. This movie's awful. And then I start watching. I'm like, nothing happens in it. Nothing.
Until the very end.
Yeah.
Or right before the very end.
Before the very end, yeah.
So, what else we... Oh, sorry.
Oh, we got from Dr. Dana. Regarding weird things people swallow.
Oh, no.
This is from Twitter conversation on Bad Ideas Podcast. I think we talked about it last week, too. About people swallowing stuff. Go ahead.
As a doctor, I can't do specifics, but I can advise you some things that people swallow that we had to remove from their stomach when they came into the ER. Steak knives.
Oh.
Forks, spoons, serrated bread knives, highlighters, ink pens, pencils, dominoes, the game pieces, and rubber from those cheap Old Navy sandals.
Steak knives and serrated bread knives. How are you even getting them close to your throat to swallow? I'd be too freaked out that I'm going to slit my esophagus and bleed to death.
Well, the only reason I see when people do this, it's talking to somebody I know who's worked in the industry. When people would come over from prison, they just want to get out, so they would swallow anything they possibly get their hands on.
Ah, prison. Gotcha.
I'm going to say I'm more disturbed by the Old Navy sandals just from a clean aspect of it.
Well, they might be brand new.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Well, what about ink pens? There's nothing clean about ink. I mean, in and of itself,
people's
it's
hands.
dirty.
I mean, just people touching this. Like, Jason, this pen. You want to put this in your mouth?
No,
And
you just touched it.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I'm glad Dr. Dana specified Domino's the game pieces, not the pizza.
Oh my God! Somebody ate Domino's pizza.
Oh, get that out of their stomach.
Which one would you rather eat? Domino's the game or Domino's the pizza?
Honestly, when they redid their pizza, it got a lot better.
No, I don't. I still eat Domino's above Papa John's.
I agree.
Papa John's, I can eat any pizza.
Oh, God.
I thought that until I had Papa John's last month.
Oh, I'd rather eat the table.
It was free.
It's not free the next day.
It wasn't even the next day. It was the second bite. I'm like, oh, I remember why I don't like Papa John's.
Every time they do Papa John's, I think of the Office episode when they get the wrong pizza. Which one did you get it from?
Yeah, I'm like, I took the first bite, and I'm like, okay, it's not as bad as I remember. And then the aftertaste from the first bite starts. I'm like, oh. Then I took the second bite. I'm like, oh, yeah, there it is. There's that, for lack of a better term, that tinny aftertaste in their sauce.
So, what do you guys think about Papa John?
He's messed up for
Now he wants to eat 50 pizzas in a month.
50 pizzas in a month. Papa John will do it.
Anything.
Can we get him on Cameo?
No, I'm sure that would not go over well. He is a piece of shit, allegedly. Moving on.
We got
What's Doctor One?
from Professor Number One at Doctor Number One. So is Amanda Bynes' acting career over since she just got a heart tattoo in the middle of her cheek?
I think it was over before that. She's on Cameo for $5.
It might have been over when she freaked out and was horrible to work with, and
Well, she needs to get help.
well, she has been. She's been in rehab. She's over 4 years sober now.
She was good on Amanda.
But now she's just recently she left the clean living center she was living in, and is now suing her parents. Her parents have control over all her finance, and she's suing them now to get control of that back.
That just means somebody's probably talking in her ear for that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I mean, she obviously needs some help.
Obviously, she could continue acting because makeup exists and they cover it up. But makeup does exist.
Well,
You gave me a look like
no. Sorry. I was thinking, my
And
head was
honestly,
going
it's just a single line tattoo, so it's not colored in or anything. You can cover it up pretty easy.
they cover up Rock's tattoos, Dwayne Johnson's tattoos, pretty easily, and he has huge ones. Amanda.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does. God, I would pay for his cameo. In my bed. With Amanda Bynes is an interesting story because back in the day she was on the Amanda Bynes show on Disney, like a sketch comedy one, and she was getting popular and they liked her and she was funny. When she's in the right state of mind, she's funny. And there was talk that she was going to join Saturday Night Live at that point. When she was like 19 or 20, 18, 19. But yeah, so obviously that didn't happen.
Instead, she did that Frankie Muniz movie, and
Agent Cody Banks.
is that the one? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There's not many Frankie Muniz films that I have to go through in my Rolodex here. Agent Cody Banks 2. One of them was Hillary Duff. So...
And he did didn't he do the one about the stopping of the time stoppers or something?
Clock Stoppers.
Clock Stoppers?
Yeah.
Was that Frankie Muniz?
Yes.
Okay. See, you went through 3 movies. That's 2 more than you thought he did.
more than I thought his agent would have. His agent didn't think 2 movies was going to happen.
So apparently Frankie Muniz tweeted out that he wants to be Lizzo's accessory.
Why?
Because he wants to be, changed to Lizzo.
Okay. He's not doing anything else.
She turned him down, apparently.
Here's a news story out for today.
Okay.
Ohio board to consider being a Bengals fan a qualifying condition for medical marijuana.
I agree. I would say Coke, but okay.
I think Browns would also help.
Bengals or Browns fan?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about any Ohio team fan? Ohio State won, didn't they?
No.
Oh, great. No, Ohio State won't come on the show.
The entire university. The entire university will.
Nope, that's not trademarked. You lost that one too. Nothing's coming up good for you this year. I was out with some Ohio State fans when they were playing in the playoff game.
I'm sorry.
I have nothing against Ohio State, but their fans continue to annoy me later and later in life as I get older. the first comment was they played what, Clemson?
Clemson,
Yeah.
The quarterback for Clemson that got the ball, very first play, and one of the guys was, yes, break his leg. I'm like, is this an ongoing thing with Ohio State fans that they always want to break somebody's leg?
Probably.
Well, ever since they did it to Willis McGahee, they think it's the right thing to do.
It won him that game, didn't it?
Uh-huh.
Well, it did. That's true. That is true. So, but yeah, I'm like, my God, people, calm down. And then I held back because my wife told me not to say it amongst the people. But I was like, okay, you break the quarterback's legs. That just means you beat a team that wasn't the best. Don't you
Yeah.
want to beat the team that's good?
No, they just want to win.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
No, I heard my sister saying she was at a bar or something and the game was on, and Clemson did something, and she heard some people in the bar cheer, and apparently one of the Ohio State fans got up to give them a talking to.
Oh, dear God.
Like they're not allowed to cheer against Ohio State in Ohio. Or
You're in Cincinnati. You're not in Columbus.
even if you're in Columbus, I don't care.
You can root for. I give Pittsburgh Steelers fans the right to cheer for their team in any bar they want to go and watch it and cheer.
I don't care what your team you root for. But my thought is, I mean, like, my God, sorry. But anyways, sorry, Ohio State
Just
fans.
don't be an asshole about it.
Yeah. The first play of the game, break his leg. I'm like, dear God, people, like, leave the kid alone. He's 20. You know, you're 40. Calm down.
I'm a man.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
40.
And Clemson didn't need to steal a quarterback from another school to start to win.
Allegedly.
What do you mean allegedly? Josh Fields transferred out of Georgia because he couldn't start there.
Allegedly.
And somehow it was through hardships because he wasn't playing, I guess, the hardship,
That's the
that he
hardship, yeah.
he was able to get his eligibility immediately.
Son of a bitch. Is Blake on Pittsburgh Nerd? Did he just get his
But that's okay because
eligibility?
the Heisman Trophy winner wasn't good enough to play for Ohio State.
Well, he's good enough to be on the team.
Not good enough to start.
No, but then he transferred out, but he's allowed to play because he graduated. He followed the rules right.
Oh, he graduated?
He's a graduate transfer.
Oh, I didn't
at
realize
LSU.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he played. He was at Ohio State for 3 to 4 years.
So did Blake leave the thing? Did he transfer too? Did he go to Pittsburgh Nerd? Or 365 Flicks?
365. I saw that tweet you threw out.
Well, 365 only works once a month, so there you go. That's government job, so there you go, Blake. It's funny because it's true. What else? Let's do some news of the geek.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
A couple of things here. We talked about what is going on in England in terms of women, trying to cool off on hot days and, putting wasps and all that stuff up into their privates. Talked about that a couple of months ago. Just to let you know, in the USA, this is from Kevin at Cincy Explorer from a crime a day at a crime a day on Twitter. He sent this over to us. Section or Law 7 USC S282 and 7 CFR 322.7A make it a federal crime to send honeybee semen to the United States without giving the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service at least 10 business days advance notice of the semen's impending arrival. It's a very interesting law
Okay.
and very specific.
I suppose the honeybees would have semen. I just wouldn't think it was called honeybee semen.
It's like a horse bucket is how much they have in that body. Small bees, but man,
Small bees, but
99% is semen. People don't know that. 99% of genetic makeup of a bee is semen.
of the drone bee anyway.
Yes. Ironically,
I don't think the queen bee is full of semen. Well, beforehand anyway.
ironically, the wood boring bee only 2%. You would think the wood one would have more semen, but it
Because
doesn't.
he's wood.
Yeah, see what you did there.
Okay, so what's the news?
Let's see here. I'm going to save the first story for Blake next week because I think he'll appreciate that. Per LA Times, the Comcast Corps Universal Pictures is bracing to lose at least 70 to 100 million, is the newest thing, after its critically panned movie Cats bombed over the holidays, according to a person close to the project. Cats has drawn just 38.3 million globally.
Wow.
Including 17.8 million in the U.S. and Canada, according to Box Office Mojo. A disaster for a big holiday movie based on the Andrew Lloyd Webber It's not a hit musical. It just stayed around on Broadway.
Well, that's what makes it a hit.
Fuck that.
It was at one point the longest running.
Yeah, because Andrew
musical.
Lloyd Webber paid for tickets every single night. No
Wow.
one else saw that shit.
Because this was one of Andrew Lloyd Webber's earlier works. So
Maybe
this
Matthew
is-
Broderick. He might be the only other one paying for that shit.
So
Anything stay out of the house.
how much of an appeal did they expect Cats to have worldwide, outside of say U.S., UK, and Canada?
I don't know. Is it big in Japan?
I have
Pussy
no
big in
clue.
Japan?
I mean, did they think the China markets were going to love Cats?
I don't know. No. You know what? This is trending really good in China. Really? Cats?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, China is becoming the largest market
Correct.
for
Entertainment.
movies and whatnot.
The studio expects domestic box office sales to reach at least $30 million. Let's get to one thing. After production costs of about $100 million, close to the same amount in marketing cost. $200 million.
They're overpaying in marketing for that movie because the marketing was a disaster. They should hold people accountable for that.
I'll be honest, Hobie got tickets sold. Scab Jeff went just because we were talking about it.
We tried to go on Christmas, but
Yeah?
my niece wouldn't go.
Really?
Yes,
You just wanted to see how bad?
pretty much.
Yeah, I did too.
It's like the other movies, like somebody had seen what other movies we were discussing possibly going, and it's like Cats, and she's, but it's so bad. Like that's why we want to see it.
I'll watch it with you. We should rent it when it comes out. I'm not going to see it in theater.
They should have, instead of spending all that money on marketing, they should have finished the movie. They had to send out copies
they
of
did.
the movie because there were hands instead of paws and stuff in different scenes.
They had to redo the CGI and that stuff.
Yeah, they should have finished the movie instead of spending all that money on marketing.
Well, apparently when the first trailer came out, they changed their CGI because the cat people freaked people out so much.
yeah,
So it was like Sonic the Hedgehog movie. They had to
Kind of
redo
like
it.
that, but they didn't push back the release date of the movie when they had to go back and redo a lot of stuff.
Didn't you say 2 weeks on one of the episodes over the holidays that you said it was their first film to get a patch once it came out? Maybe that's Scam Jeff that said that. It was the first movie to get a video game patch after it came out.
I missed that line. That's a good one.
The studio expects domestic box office sales to reach at least 30 million. Such losses are a painful reminder of the risky film business. It's not a risky film business. It's a piece of shit play. Nobody cares about this play.
That's risky. The film business is risky.
Yeah, fuck that.
This one was a terrible risk to take.
Well, they thought Taylor Swift, Jennifer Hudson, Idris Elba would at least help people. Get people in.
That just reminded me of Golden Globe guy,
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais's joke about how
Judi Dench.
no, the Judi Dench.
He's
one,
like, I can't do
I
this one.
can't read this joke.
But
And
when
then he
said,
did.
"Oh yeah, over the holidays we saw James Corden as a fat pussy," and he was in the movie Cats.
Anyways, let's see here. After Cats was released on the 20th, executives expressed hope the movie would eventually reach its target audience during the holidays. Quote, the story isn't necessarily over on how Cats is going to play domestically, said Jim Orr, president of domestic distribution. This audience group doesn't necessarily rush out on opening weekend. They didn't rush out on second weekend, or third weekend, or the fourth
Yeah,
weekend.
this is the type of audience that does go out during the Christmas holiday that they're trying to.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, I suppose their target audience is dumb people with money.
Maybe. Let's see here.
Well, they almost had us.
They
They
did.
almost had.
We
Cats was
tried.
number 10 this week. It made $279,000, which was down 59.5% from the previous week. Let's see here. It has now made, let me just make sure, $21 million domestically. I don't think that's getting money back.
Oh, you don't think so?
Worldwide is at $54 million,
All right.
half the budget. That's great.
Half the budget, and then a quarter of the budget with the
Marketing.
marketing. Thank you.
Oh, anyways, in Rise of the Sky, Quickies, in the Rise of Skywalker, Lando Calrissian and Janna share a moment where it's revealed the latter was a child soldier in the First Order and doesn't know who her parents are or where she comes from, prompting Lando to smile and reply, "Well, let's go find out with a Colt 45. It's been perceived as a bit creepy, yeah,
Yes, it was.
by some given Lando's age and knowledge of his past ways, but there's another way to interpret the scene.
Of course there is.
Well, the way to interpret the scene was she's his daughter.
Yeah.
That's what apparently was written in.
Executive editor for Disney Publishing, Jennifer Heddle, took to Twitter to address this and reveals that Lando is actually Janna's father. This was an element of the film that was ultimately cut, but will be reinserted into the official novelization of the film. Yay, which would be considered canon. But we talked about this 2 weeks ago that they cut the 3 scenes with this.
Yeah, we knew what they were getting at when they were hinting at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like,
But for the fact
Let's get
that
it.
there was no build up to that storyline or whatnot at all until like that part. Like if Lando talked about, oh, my daughter was taken and is missing and blah blah blah. But there was no setup for that. But well, I mean, you heard. I'm assuming you heard all about the release the JJ cut.
Yeah, Disney cut some of this, and they did it their own edit, and JJ was like, this is not completely the film I wanted.
Well, from what I was reading, whoever had his source, his inside source, he was like, JJ was completely frustrated with Disney, and Disney said when they brought him back or whatever, he was going to have his complete control, creative control, and pretty much nope. Like he did a cut that was like a little over 3 hours, and then they cut more. And the final cut, they cut more that he didn't even know about. And
Awesome.
like some scenes didn't make sense because they cut things,
Well, yeah.
and that's one of them.
You know what will fix it all? Time travel.
Yep. If you put time travel in there, everything would have made more sense.
The next trilogy is supposed to be set 400 years before.
Yep.
During
Was it trilogy?
Well, no, they said they're going to make probably 3 or 4 in that time frame, or possibly more. But they're also doing animation and Disney series in that time frame of 400 years before. So basically, it's a clean cut, fresh take.
Yeah.
There's more Sith. There's more Jedi.
What I heard what they were going to do is make standalone movies around certain characters, and then several movies in, then kind of do an Avengers and combine the storylines into one.
I'm fine with that.
No, I have no problem with that. But I mean, everyone has to talk about trilogies. Everything has to be done in a trilogy. I think they're stepping away from trilogy.
I'm fine with that.
everything.
Yeah. Let's see here. Finally, Crazy Rich Asians director John Chu has requested to direct and write a series revolving around Star Wars character Rose Tico, which we talked about.
Which was in your
Yeah.
poll of the week.
yep. Well, I have another Star Wars related thing.
Go
What about
ahead.
Hrothgar Deng, the bounty hunter that was in Rise of the Star Wars, who is Dengar.
Yeah,
Which one is he?
Yeah, I don't remember Hrothgar Deng. Where was that in the movie?
They say it was. I pull up this article. He's one of the figures standing at the bar. Key scene with Rey and her friends head back to the ice world of Kimji in order to meet Babu Frick, who they can hack to one of the famed world marks. And it's famed to have a bounty hunters. The group had to make their way through a bar in order to get to Babu Frick's shop, and then in the back of the bar, he was standing in the back.
So they gave a name to somebody who has no lines or no thing, and we're supposed to know that it's Dengar.
Again, and it looks nothing like him.
Well, it looks like
Well, the armor that he wears is similar to what Dengar wore.
and the face might be similar,
but it's distorted because
Yeah.
it's because
and he's half android.
He's
or-
more than half android now. But
He
yeah,
appears in the planet Kajimi.
yeah, he's in the bar in the background.
Yeah. Yippee. You know, I didn't recognize him. He didn't have enough tissue paper wrapped around him.
Oh, that was toilet paper, not tissue paper.
Horrible character.
And he doesn't-
Horrible.
Best bounty hunter of all the bounty hunters.
No Bosk.
I know.
Bosk is better.
Not even close.
He's not really quiet though. His feet, because he doesn't wear shoes. It was really like if they get sweaty, he sticks to
Or
it.
when the nails clink, like
Yeah.
like a cat in the middle of the night on the wood floors.
That's why he couldn't kill Luke's uncle. Anyway, so there you go. There's your box office news and world reports. Jeff, what are you doing September 11th through the 13th?
I'm going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Are you?
I am.
Oh, me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go together.
You want to?
Let's.
I hope Brad from Cinema Guys is going to be there.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So get your tickets, CincinnatiComicExpo.com. They'll be going on sale in the next month or so. Get the VIP tickets for the weekend. Best deal. It's at Cincinnati Convention Center. Duke Energy Convention Center, I should say, in Cincinnati.
Give their sponsors credit.
Correct. Check us out on the History of Bad Ideas Facebook page, and we will be putting up all the guests that will be coming. Hobie will be there. I
That's the
cannot...
importantest guess.
Correct. There will be somebody dressed as Dengar, because there always is.
Can't guarantee that.
Harley Quinn will be there.
There'll be Deadpool there.
There will be Deadpool. Maybe one? Yeah, one Deadpool? cosplay?
Guaranteed one.
Yes. So anyways, check them out. Cincinnati Comic Expo. And you can play trivia with us. And maybe the Cinema Guys will be there if they can figure out what dates it is.
All right.
11th through the 13th. Beside a Geek, will you be there? Maybe. Number one fan Doug will be there.
Yes.
So there you go. And Scab Randall. Maybe Randall Holt even? Maybe.
Forgive the interruption, but I believe this requires your attention.
If you ever believed Captain America was on the U.S. Olympic soccer team,
If you ever thought that the Winter Soldier was that brace yourselves guy on the internet,
And if you ever wondered just what would a raccoon do with a machine gun,
then don't let another week pass you by without tuning into
Mighty Marvel Geeks.
Mighty Marvel Geeks is your show about all things Marvel.
with news, rumors, commentary, and interviews.
As well as our weekly recommendations on what to pick up on New Comic Book Day.
Official consulting hours are between 8 and 5 every other Thursday. That's Mighty Marvel Geeks on WeebieGeeks.net, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and anywhere else you listen to podcasts.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right. Time for the box office news and report. We don't really have bombs to talk about because we already talked a lot about Cats and...
Cats bombed?
Oh, yeah, Cats bombed.
No, okay.
Jason's watching Cats in the other room.
Don't fuck with Cats.
He's in an alley watching.
Yeah, he's in the alley watching Cats. Well, they're not really fighting. Oh, wait. Okay. Well, the top 5, week of January 3rd to January 5th of the year 2020, we have Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, another $34 million, a total of $451 million on a $275 million budget. Is that its third week of number one, or
Yes.
I don't think this will be a bust.
I think it's going to make money.
yes,
Yes.
except in China, because nothing Star Wars makes a whole lot of money in China. Apparently, they said Knives Out is out doing business in China than
Rian
Wars.
Johnson said that he is...
Ryan. His name is Ryan.
Until he comes on the show. Then spell it right. It's Patrick Roy, the Canadian goalie. Anyways, Rian Johnson said that he is working on a sequel for Knives Out.
He is.
We don't need a sequel. That was part of the great thing about it. Was a brand new, original, something special.
But I kind of like the character of Benoit Blanc. I mean, it's going to be a Benoit Blanc story.
Yeah.
It's not going to be-
Oilers!
it's not going to be about the same family or the same crime.
I hope it's not.
They're just going to have Benoit Blanc go around the world.
You just like saying that name,
I
don't
do.
you?
It's a great name. I mean, I'll give him credit. Benoit Blanc.
And his accent is so bad.
I know, it's great. Number 2, we got Jumanji: The Next Level, making another $26.5 million, a total of $236 million on a $130 million budget. So we're getting Jumanji 3 in 2 years.
Yes.
Yep.
I want to see this.
Can I watch this without watching the first one?
No.
So I have to watch the...
Yes.
Well, your homework is to watch the first Jumanji movie, or the first remake.
The first Jumanji movie with The Rock in it.
Yes, that's your homework.
Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle.
Yes.
Welcome to the Rock.
Number 3 is Little Women, making another $14 million to a total of $60 million on a $42 million budget. I suppose I wouldn't have a problem seeing Little Women. I hear the performances are good. But
I heard they couldn't,
But didn't Winona
reach that
Ryder
next
already
level.
perfect this book? The story was perfected with Winona Ryder, right?
I love the was it Family Guy that did Winona Ryder doing in her roles, and she's doing the bad
the Scarlet Letter one. Yeah.
But
that was Demi Moore that did the Scarlet Letter.
But they have her from like Heathers or from
from Beetlejuice being
that type
being
of
a little woman. Her Beetlejuice character in Little Women. That would be funny. We should do that.
Recast Little Women?
Well, no, take characters that the actor or actress has played and put that character in place of them.
Okay.
Do like that for a movie or something.
Could be a version of Riddle Me This.
Yeah, some sort of Riddle Me This.
Okay.
So, yeah, take the cast and put different characters they played in and see how that movie would
Riddle
turn
Me
out.
This, recast. I like it. We got 2 new shows. We got cameo segments next week. Cameo this, and
Cameo this.
And what's the other one?
Recast. We'll forget about it as soon as we hit
No, I'm writing it
stop.
down. I'm writing it down.
Number 4 this week, The Grudge, which I didn't know was out.
No one did.
Made $11.3 million in its opening weekend on a $10 million budget.
It made money.
Is this a remake of the
It's a new one.
So it's a continuation?
Yes. It takes place at the same time as the first original Grudge, the American version. And he's planning on doing it in different time periods.
Okay.
One's in space.
Ooh, like Jason X?
Yes.
It's going to be is the Space Force going to be there to protect us?
I hope so. Has Trump tweeted lately?
No, he's letting down the country by not tweeting when the country's at war.
And number 5 for the week, Frozen 2 made another $11.3 million, a total of $450 million on a $150 million budget. So Frozen 3 is coming out in 3 years?
No, they actually made a joke in the Frozen 2 that this is it. It ended pretty well. You don't need to. They will.
I thought the last one ended pretty well.
Yeah.
But
No, you always got to get another one.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Gad needs more money.
If there's money to be
Well,
made.
if someone's going to get money, I have no problem giving it to Josh.
He was
Gad.
funny in it. Olaf was pretty humorous. He was more than a one note in it. He talks in Olaf's characters, trying to think that all the adults know what they're doing, and he's like, I don't think you guys really know what you're doing. At the end, he's like,
And they didn't.
No.
Upcoming, opening January 10th, 2020, 1917 is opening countrywide.
My 9.5-year-old...
Nationwide, that's the term.
My 9.5-year-old said, would you take me to see this? No. He's like, it looks really interesting. And, like, I appreciate, son, that you want to know about the history. No, you're not seeing this. It's rated R, and it looks bloody. You're not seeing this.
I don't think your son is too worried about blood.
He actually would probably be okay with it.
I think he can handle blood.
I think he actually could. But
Boobs, on the other hand, you have to take him away from, because you can't let children see boobs.
Or cursing.
Oh, fuck no.
He's in the wrong household for that.
Well, 1917. 2 young British soldiers during the First World War are given an impossible mission. Deliver a message deep in enemy territory that will stop 1,600 men and one of the soldiers' brothers from walking straight into a deadly trap.
It's a Gold Globe winner for Best Drama of the Year.
I don't like war movies, but this does look interesting.
I kind of want to see this one.
Yeah.
Also coming out, we have Just Mercy.
Mercy.
I don't know this one.
It's about
world-renowned civil defense attorney Brian Stevenson works to free a wrongly condemned death row prisoner.
I do. Yes,
Michael B. Jordan,
Michael B.
isn't it?
Jordan.
Yes,
and then
Michael
this
B.
is
Jordan
also
and Jamie
nationwide.
Foxx. The nationwide release.
Yeah, it came out last.
These are the ones that had limited releases and then to get in for award season.
Not this next one.
Well, no, and then
I apologize, Just Mercy. I thought that was the story of Uncle Jesse from Full House. Have mercy, that was that film.
Oh,
My bad.
Have mercy.
Have mercy. I'm Uncle Jesse.
And
then
then
also-
have mercy on Lori Loughlin.
She hasn't been sentenced yet, has she?
She's going to jail. She's going to jail.
Yeah,
She's
she
going to jail.
made a license plate for
No, that was
teacher.
Felicity
That's Felicity Huffman. She spent
Felicity,
14 days in jail. It was a tough 14 days.
She made license plates
Made a
apparently.
license plate.
They should have said.
But her
you spent-
husband was in Wild Hogs, which is even worse.
They should have made. You know what? You get 14 days in jail. That doesn't sound bad. You're going to Rikers and General Pop. Have a good day. You could either have 2 years in a regular nice prison, an easy prison, or 14 days in General Pop at Rikers. Make your choice.
I'll take 2 years in whatever prison. What's her name? Martha Stewart went to. And also opening Underwater.
A crew of aquatic researchers work to get to safety after an earthquake devastates their subterranean laboratory. But the crew has more than the ocean seabed to fear.
When are people going to learn to stop going that far under the sea? There's obviously stuff under there they don't want us to see.
We'll learn to stop going under the sea when we learn to stop going into outer space.
That's true.
I mean, how bad can this movie be? It's got Kristen Stewart and T.J. Miller in it.
Ooh, it signed its death warrant right there.
I kind of wanted to see it like on a rental, but not with T.J. Miller. He
or
annoys the piss
Kristen
out of me.
Stewart. Both of them together. See, T.J. Miller can be funny in a little, little doses. I've already got my allotted filament of
With
the
Deadpool?
century. Of
Yeah,
T.J.
him and
Miller.
Deadpool was fine. Just the small roles there.
Definitely not a starring role I want to see him in.
Is Taylor Lautner in this?
And I thought, the Silicon Valley, the first 3 seasons was too much T.J. Miller.
Okay.
It was.
The last 2 seasons had just enough T.J. Miller.
Then they get rid of him completely?
Yeah, he wasn't. They talk about him, but he's not in it.
I saw the first season of it. I could not get into it. I saw the first season of Silicon Valley. I couldn't get in. And maybe it was. I don't like the lead actor. He annoys the shit out of me. And now he's doing Verizon or whatever.
Really? You
Yeah.
didn't like Dwight Schrute's brother?
No, he's okay. Gabe.
No.
Oh, is that Dwight Schrute's brother?
He was Dwight Schrute's brother in
Office?
In the
The
office.
Office.
I didn't realize that.
When they were going to do the spin-off of Dwight's farm, he was cast to play his brother, so he was in the one episode when Dwight's aunt died.
and then she
And
leaves
his
him the
brother
farm.
and sister came back to
I
the
remember
farm.
that. Yeah. I remember that one.
Did anybody talk about the size of her land?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
She's 5'4" on time of death, 5'1".
What else we got?
We've got Like a Boss coming out.
2 friends with very different ideals start a beauty company together. One is more practical, while the other wants to earn her fortune and live a lavish lifestyle.
So is this a competing thing where they get mad at each other, or they work well together because they bring something different to the company?
I don't know. You already thought more about than screenwriters.
I
on.
think they're going to butt heads.
Oh.
It's wacky hijinks.
It is Rose Byrne and Tiffany Haddish.
Ugh.
But it does have probably the person who probably had the best highlight on the Golden Globes, Salma Hayek. That outfit she wore, fantastic. The designer, whoever designed that dress, wins.
And I liked her presentation of the one.
I didn't see her any.
I didn't hear the talk. Oh,
I didn't hear her talk.
she talked.
She's no Jason Momoa.
Okay. He showed more cleavage than almost anybody.
God.
Buy sell in the stock in the career of We're going with someone I've never heard before, George McKay.
What's he at?
He's at $3.66.
I think you're okay then.
Upcoming, he has The True History of the Kelly Gang. So what was George McKay in this week?
I'm going to say...
That's what I'm pulling up right now.
Oh,
Grudge.
He's in The Grudge. Oh, sure. So George McKay, the star of The Grudge, is going to be in story the true history of the Kelly Gang. He's trading for $3.66.
I'll buy for that low.
On the Hollywood Stock Exchange, and I'm still selling.
Yes. I'm buying.
I got to sell because I need every penny I can to buy more Michael B. Jordan stock.
Okay.
He's trading at $102.59, which honestly seems a little low to me for Michael B. Jordan. He's got Without Remorse, Wrong Answer, Methuselah, and the Thomas Crown Affair all lined up.
Also a Fantastic Four, too.
You wouldn't let me say what I would do with George McKay.
Oh, sorry.
I was ignoring you.
I can't even find him on here right now.
After 1 week, he's been eliminated.
Yeah, I look up George McKay, and it's...
So are you buying or selling?
There are no securities matching your search criteria.
Did you misspell? Does capitalization matter?
I did the exact capitalization
did
of
the
the
intern
intern
screw
on
this
here.
up?
I don't know.
So I am not buying.
Okay. Why are you not buying? He doesn't exist.
Well, okay, Jim, we're on Michael B. Jordan. What would you do with stock on Michael B. Jordan?
Oh, I think I own stock on Michael B. Jordan.
I do too.
I bought a whole lot of stock on Michael B. Jordan and when I started, and then bought a couple other minors, and then have pretty much not touched it for a year. So I'm hoping my Michael B. Jordan stock is raising, but 102 seems low. I wanted it to be higher.
I'll buy a stock of Michael B. Jordan. That's a nice man meat right there. I do love Michael B. Jordan.
He is pretty good.
He is. Hell of an actor, but ooh, that body. Where you buying?
Let's see. It's right now. It is currently at 103.71.
Oh, buy,
he's
buy.
over $1
Buy.
since
Buy.
the outline was typed up.
This year high at 113.
Buy.
It's awfully high. I'm buying.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else we got?
We've got Kristen Stewart
Sell. Moving on.
at $4.80. She's got Seaberg and Happiest Season coming out.
Sell.
$4.80 is pretty damn low, and I'm still selling.
Sell.
That is really low. I mean, it's...
Jim, just make a decision on this one.
No, not yet. I got to do my due diligence. I'm not going to buy.
Okay.
And also Tiffany Haddish. She's at $67.58. She has a bunch of stuff coming out. Bad Trip, Here Today, 24 Jump Street, Girls Trip 2, and Down Undercover.
I'll buy that.
I'm selling. That's a lot of crap coming out.
Yeah, but it'll make money.
It looks like a lot of crap, and Tiffany Haddish annoyed me at the Golden Globes when whatever award she gave out, like the people were standing around, like the cast or whatever was standing behind the guy giving the speech, and she kind of just like insinuated herself into the cast of the...
So she pulled a Kramer at the Tony Awards.
Yeah, pretty much she did. They gave the award, and I don't even remember who she was with when they gave it. But the other lady was like standing off to the side, and all of a sudden Tiffany Haddish is putting her arms around the guys in the back, and I'm like, what the hell is she doing? Was she part of this?
I did see the one speech that my wife and I laughed at because she watches The Crown, and the woman won for The Crown, and she's like, "I'll be honest, I'm a little drunk right now." Or she was like, a little tipsy.
Olivia Colman?
Yeah.
Oh, she's great.
I love
She
her.
is.
Okay, that's it then. Let's do some top 5. Real quick, before we get to the top 5, I forgot I mentioned this earlier in the day, or early in the show. So I'm local here, and there's a tabletop virtual reality place. They're not paying us for this. It's Diversion Arcade. I get a lot of my tabletop things there.
Yeah.
They started something. They're located in Harrison, Ohio. They started something. It's a treasure hunt. Have you seen this, Jeff?
So you
Did I link you to this?
You linked me to this. I looked at that.
So they have a treasure chest around the city of Harrison, and there's $100 worth of goods in this treasure chest, most likely tabletop games. And You basically have to find
I
it.
thought they said something like there's real gold in it or gold plated.
I think they were joking.
I don't think they were.
I don't think gold's in it because if so, I'm going to kill somebody for it.
It's $100 worth.
Maybe. I've heard it was tabletop. I don't know.
It's a bottle of Goldschlager.
Oh, could be a bottle. Oh, wait, no, it's family friendly.
So
You can't have alcohol at family friendly events.
You
friendly.
need to have it at family.
So here's the trivia that they give you. This is the clue. With walkers and riders and a bark of a dog, search for the goods, I sleep like a log. Hidden I am, but not far out of reach. Take only the chest and go in peace. So my wife actually, before I got home yesterday, took the kids around looking
for it?
Yes.
Did they find it?
No, because my wife is now obsessed with this. And she's into puzzles, so that's good. So the first thing I thought was a great idea. There's a pet cemetery. Go in peace. It's by a walking trail. And then I Googled it, and there in the parking lot, there's a giant log. I was like, oh my God!
So you went?
She did.
And?
Was not there. Was not there.
Has it been found?
No, it has not been found.
Okay.
It's a neat little thing, though, because it's really kind of catching on, and like their Facebook page they have a special diversion Facebook page just for this, has now taken off. They're up to like 300 in 2 days of people sign up. But it's really cool seeing like people go out, like people are taking pictures and like, hey, didn't find it, but hey, I got to walk a trail today with my kids or do this and that. And it's like, and I've seen it done before as publicity, but it's a really cool thing to do. So,
is there a dog park?
Dog parks have been searched.
In the
they're really well. See, they said it's going to be in
Whitewater Forest.
No, they said it's going to be in Harrison, the city of Harrison, or the Harrison Township.
Yes,
Miami Whitewater Forest.
That is technically in Harrison.
But the dog park close near the forest is
Cleves.
Is in Cleves, so I don't think it'll be that far.
But is there a small dog park in Miami Whitewater Forest?
Well, those have been checked according to the Facebook page because people have been listening. They did say it's not off the beaten path too much. They said you do not have to climb or anything like that. They're trying to keep it safe.
Yeah, it's safe. So
they said don't fuck things up.
That's what I think in the poem. You don't have to reach too far or something like that.
But it's really cool. And if nobody sees it, on Sunday they're going to release another clue and another treasure chest.
And another chest.
Ooh. And if nobody gets it, they're going to release a third chest. So it's going to go on for. So yeah, if you look at it's Diversion DIVRSION. It's really cool. So I thought that was just a neat little thing. They're not paying us or anything. I just thought that was a nice little cool thing that they're doing. And now, like I said, my wife is obsessed with it.
Yeah, because I looked at dog parks in Harrison, and there was the one dog park in Harrison and the one over in Cleves, and I'm like,
those have all been searched.
None of them were necessarily near a bike or walking path.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where else do dogs bark?
It's a pretty cool thing, though, that they're doing. I like it. Like I said, it's great publicity.
Maybe it's by a dogwood tree, dog bark.
Ooh.
Jason, look up where dogwood trees are in Harrison.
I'll look that up. But it is funny because I've even had a couple other parents text me and they're like, have you seen this? And they started searching for it. So that is on my kids' teams and that. So anyways, there we go. Intern Hackney, who's in Disney now because he got sold. He asked,
but he still has to do his intern job.
He does. He did top 5 favorite cop films. Top 5 favorite cops in film since 2010.
See, I missed that in word.
So what'd you do, Jeff?
So I made a list of top 5 cop films since 2010.
Okay.
This was difficult because I haven't seen many. As a matter of fact, there were only 4 that I have seen. So I was like, this is terrible.
So then what did you do?
And then you sent out a thing to update us that it's like, oh yeah, it's television, including television. So I'm like, oh, okay. So there's a lot of television shows out there with,
as cops,
police shows. So I made a list of television shows, police shows, and then I see on the thread that it was also. It's like, is this cops or cop shows? And you're like, cops. I'm like, fuck.
So you made 3 top 5
I made
lists.
3 lists. One for movies, one for TV shows, and one for just cops in movies and or TV.
Well, we decided, fuck Hackney. He's not here. He's in Disney. So we did top 5 favorite cops in film or television, and he did change approve it. So it is okay. Since 2010.
Well, he definitely changed to prove it because his favorite, on his list, his favorites were from television.
I have not read his yet. Jim, what's your number 5?
My number 5, I hobied this shit.
Of course you did.
I am going to take Detective Tom Hansen and Detective Doug Penhall from 21 Jump Street.
Oh.
The movie.
Have you seen the second one?
No. Actually, no, I did. Yeah, I did.
It was
I saw
okay.
them both. And, no.
Well, you don't even know who Tom Hansen and Doug Penhall are, do you?
No.
That is
They're from the original.
Johnny Depp and
Peter DeLuise.
Oh, I thought those were the characters of Chris Tates and
no, this is
Jonah Hex.
They were at the very end when they got killed. At the very end.
Oh, that's right. They did make an appearance on that one. I did remember that.
And Holly Robinson Pete did make an appearance in the movie too.
Okay. The first one was fun.
Yeah, it was that they did tie in a bunch of but no Richard Grieco.
I did like the second.
Dustin Gwynn?
Dustin Gwynn appeared in it, yeah.
I did like the second one when they were talking to the chief, and he's like, "What? You think that just because you were successful on 21 Jump Street that you're going to get more money in the budget, and it's going to make it better?" Jeff, number 5.
My number 5 I have is Hank Schrader from Breaking Bad.
Okay,
he was a cool character, although he was duped by that evil Walter White. And spoiler alert, his death scene was tragic.
Wait, he died?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
8 years ago.
Damn, 5 seasons.
7 years ago?
5 seasons behind.
You saw the first season?
6 seasons. My number 5 is an they made this into a cartoon. And, well, actually, this is more of a comic book, so fuck this. Anyways, I'm still doing it. Axe Cop. It was a web comic. Have you ever heard this?
Never heard of it.
Pretty funny. So the backstory is actually more entertaining, too. Brothers Malachi Nicole and Ethan Nicole created the series. Malachi, he was 5 when he did it. And Ethan, his brother, was 29. So the younger one would come up with the ideas, and Ethan would draw it.
Oh, I have heard of that.
Yes, and he had an axe for a hand. Who prefers to wield an axe in battle. Sorry, he doesn't have an axe for a hand. He's gruff, tough man dedicated to killing bad guys. The comic focuses on the times he's called away from the daily grind to help with more complex problems, such as rescuing a child from a zombie dog woman, helping Bat Warthog Man find his friends, or babysitting.
Or babysitting.
Yes. The generally involves finding bad guys, including the bad guys from other planets. His first ally is Flute Cop, who goes on to become dinosaur soldier under exposure to dinosaur blood, and shapeshifts into other forms in other episodes. His other friends are Ralph Wrinkles, Sakurang, Leafman, Babyman, The Wrestler, Uniman, Unibaby, Wexter, and Best Fairy Ever.
So they made this into a show?
It was on Fox for a while. So that was a funny.
Completely. Fox News?
No, Fox. Oh. It was when they were doing their late night, their midnight cartoons. It happened for like a season.
Yeah.
Entertainment Weekly listed the comic as their site of the day in January 2010. It's a funny little thing just because the backstory is awesome. Basically, anytime the kid came up with an idea, that's what he did. He just kind of ran with it. And he's like, I tried to make it somewhat coherent. But yeah, basically, he would come up with characters and I would draw them. So, my number 4, Jim, this is just for you. Let's see. Officer Mark Blackwell, Officer John Shlokin, Sergeant Eddie Golding, Officer Jorge Lodria, Sergeant Stacy Lyons, Officer Luis Pomelas. They are the live PD police. A&E has a great show every Friday and Saturday night. Live PD. They go to the most podunk towns, but damn it, we got the cops. Someplace in Oklahoma, we got these cops. We're going to some off-beaten place in Indiana, but it is awesome to see like what these guys go through. And you're like, you couldn't pay me enough to deal with some of this shit. I just pissed my pants. Yep, I would be driving. I wouldn't even deal with it. Have a good day. So yeah, live PD on A&E. I love that show. Jeff, what's your number 4?
Let's see. My number 4, I have Joe Swanson from Family Guy.
Oh, he is good.
He's the Quahog Cop of the Year. So he made my list. I put him right there, number 4.
Good for you. Go ahead, Jeff.
My number 4, I was going to do live PD, but I changed it. So I'm going to go, this is Hobie, Sergeant Tia Miller, Officer Colleen Deegan, Officer Mandy Kerfis, and Officer Rose Valentino.
Police Women of Cincinnati?
The Police Women of Cincinnati. It was fun to watch that show. We watched it in the bar I work at, and when we'd see people arrested and the people from the neighborhood would recognize them and make fun of their friends who got arrested.
So you had a connection. It was a nice connection.
I didn't know any of them.
No, but just... who was number 3?
My number 3, I'm going to go... I hobied this also.
Oh, shocking.
I'm going to go Odafin Tutuola and John Munch from Law and Order SVU.
Well, I know John Munch was in like 12 different shows.
Munch was in 12
I don't know
shows.
any of these, sorry.
That's Richard Belzer's character.
Oh, yeah.
Richard Belzer and Ice-T's character.
Is Belzer alive still?
Yes.
Yeah, they're still making...
Oh, he's still in it?
He's out.
Oh, he's out?
Because he had cancer
retired
for a while.
Oh, Munch is out?
Munch retired, so
But T's still in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, of course. What else is he doing?
Tutuola's still in it. Yeah.
Go ahead, Jeff. What's number 3?
My number 3 is Jim Hopper from Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. Again, I don't do well with names.
You know...
Hopper?
Yeah, Matthew
Modine.
Matthew Modine. Yes.
That's the one.
My number 3 is Officer Hops from Zootopia.
And that is an honorable mention.
I love Zootopia.
Zootopia was number 1 on my list of cop movies from the decade.
It's a really well done show. I like it. The more I watch it, the more I liked it. Let's see here. She's a badass bunny cop. Number 2, Alec Hardy, Detective Inspector from Broadchurch.
Yep.
When you guys were talking about it off air, I was like, can't say anything. I have it on my list. It's my number 2.
Oh, you actually had it on your list? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I liked him. It was David Tennant.
Because we were talking about Olivia Colman, who played the...
She was good in it, too, but David Tennant was awesome. I love the first season of Broadchurch, the British version. It was really well done.
Yeah, the American version had a different name completely.
Yeah, and David Tennant was brought in just to kind of do stuff, but it was not.
And try to do an American accent.
Yeah. But Broadchurch, the BBC one, the original one, very well done. Yeah, so you should definitely check it out. They made 3 seasons of it. I saw the first half of the second season. I was not too impressed. It was more focused on the trial. And then the third season involves the same family that had their son killed, but somebody's raped at their birthday party they threw. I'm like, jeez, oh Pete, get rid of this family.
It's just, yeah.
It's a small village. Burn them. Jeez, nothing good can come from this family.
Burn them. Let's just burn all survivors. There will be no survivors.
Why didn't you put that on one of our assets? Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, that was your 2.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 2, I have Winnie the Bish, a.k.a. Winston Bishop, from New Girl.
Don't know that show.
You never watch New Girl?
Nope.
The Lamorne Morris character ended up becoming a cop in the later episodes, later seasons.
I'm 7 seasons behind.
You are? Okay. I think there were 8.
8.
It's a fantastic show.
I heard.
I thought your wife watched it.
No, she wanted to.
Oh, okay.
She wanted to. So, Jim, number 2?
My number 2, I am going to go with Officer John Nolan from The Rookie.
Oh, I forgot about
You forgot about The Rookie.
Are you up to date?
I watched, the entire
second season's a lot better.
Yeah.
Of The Rookie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Nathan Fillion.
Rookie, though.
He's still a rookie. Still a rookie. He's 8 months in.
Oh, the time flow is different.
Yeah, they're still...
It's like a lost time thing
Yes.
where even though it's been on the year for 6 years, it actually only took place over 3 months.
It's surprising thing in The Rookie, there's a lot more polar bears in Lost. It's really odd. Really odd. Every time that Nathan Fillion's character, he's doing something, and I'm like, every time my wife and I watch it, and I was like, now why would Castle do that? I can't get any other name out of it.
He's always
it's Castle. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, that's an honorable mention of mine.
Go ahead, next. That was number 1, Jim, for you.
My number 1, this is perhaps the greatest cop to ever wear the badge.
What's that?
I mean, he does everything strictly by the book. I mean, cops look up to him for how good he is, and that would be Danny Reagan.
Who? Blue Bloods? Tom Selleck's character in Blue Bloods?
No.
Donnie Wahlberg. Donnie Wahlberg. Oh, Danny Reagan.
Does he have a mustache?
No, he doesn't have a mustache.
But
you mean Donnie Wahlberg or
Donnie Wahlberg
Yeah, no.
in the show.
He would have been kicked off the police force so many times.
But his dad's the commissioner.
But his dad's supposed to be so even-handed. He breaks every single rule you can.
But still is on it?
Oh, yeah, he's still a cop. His closing rate is just fantastic.
They're not guilty, but he closes. He rests.
Don't they all get off on technicalities because he did?
No, he shoots them.
Yeah, you can't get off on a technicality when you're dead.
Yeah.
Well, that was a clean shoot.
Sir, he jaywalked. Nope, I found 500 pounds of marijuana on him. What?
And this gun.
Sir, that's your revolver. That's your service gun. What?
He stole it from me.
It even says Donnie. You didn't even put your character's name on it.
Your character's Danny. You have Donnie.
It's Donnie Reagan. It says Dunnits on it.
Again, get Dunnits to play Danny Reagan.
Dunnits. Dunnits.
Better question. Is he vaccinated on the show? Just wondering. Now I want to see Blue Bloods. How great is his mustache in it, Tom Selleck's?
Oh, is that Frank Reagan?
Frank, yeah,
Yes.
okay.
It's pretty good.
Is it? Okay.
It's a phenomenal mustache.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing wrong.
Does it have its own time zone?
It has its own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I was going to put him there, but I'm like, no, I got to go with Danny. He's such a horrible character.
Excuse me, sir, can I talk? Boom! Sir, my son's missing. Bam! What's this cocaine doing on you?
Shoot, throw cocaine. Poof. Big powder puff of coke.
He goes to his own research department at the police with the police force. Could you do a gun that shoots cocaine and bullets at the same time? Saves me at least 10 minutes. Maybe in little baggies. Maybe
He's
the
got
bullet
cocaine in his system.
He needs
on his clothes.
He needs to go find Bond. He needs to find Q.
Hey Q, could you put a bag of cocaine attached to the bullet when I shoot it? So it just drops. I don't think that's a good thing, Danny. I'm Donnie. Sorry.
Now he's Homer Simpson. Thompson.
I think he's talking to you.
Dad, I shot another person. What'd he do? Jaywalked.
with cocaine.
With cocaine and my service revolver.
Son, it even says cocaine by Danny on the bag, okay?
That's Donnie.
Yes, I know you Sharpied it out with an O, okay? Could you stop doing this, sir, son? I know. Okay, you're still on the police force. You're still a good cop. Or a cop.
He closes every case.
Case closed.
We haven't had a jaywalk incident in 10 years.
He is a homicide detective. He's not a beat cop.
The protesters just sit outside his home every day with new signs. They just Sharpie it out.
Well, it's because he got to be a homicide detective after he closed all those jaywalking cases.
All those jaywalking homicides.
Yes.
This person's dead. Yeah, he did it. Bam! Oh, cocaine.
Oh, I'm glad we amuse ourselves.
He admitted to it. Well, you beat the snot out of him. Like, now he's dead.
You turned him into Stephen Hawking.
Ooh.
Oh, that's wrong. Okay, my bad.
Does it really count if he's not vocalizing his But
his
just typing on a
confession.
speaking spell saying, I did it.
Well, the thing is, he gets the report there, and then he beats the guy unconscious, and then he puts a pen in the guy's hand and signs it.
In blood.
Oh, there's blood all over the page.
Unfortunately, Donnie doesn't know how to write. So it's a really interesting confession, each one. I gotta watch this show.
Different than I remember it.
You're going to be so disappointed.
If that fucker doesn't shoot someone in the first episode I'm watching, I'm gonna be upset.
He might.
Donnie, you've worked 5 days this year. You've been on paid leave for every shooting incident. I wonder how much he's on Cameo. Go ahead, Jeff. Number 1.
My number 1 is Rod Farva.
Oh,
He was an honorable mention.
in Super Troopers 2.
Super Troopers 2, because that's the one that, granted, not as good as he was in Super Troopers, but he's still Rod Farva. So,
Well, my number 1, I just added. I hobied it. Number 1B
Kate Beckett.
is the whole cast of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Nine-Nine!
How did you just remember that?
No, that's not.
No,
what I
that's
just-
not.
okay.
You just remembered Castle.
Oh,
I didn't. Not there yet. Anyways, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, fantastic show. The whole show is awesome. The cast is amazing. Every episode I watch, I look at my wife, I go, man, they have a great cast. She's like, you say this every week. I was like, I know, but it's so good. It actually made me like Adam Sandberg. I couldn't believe that. Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
I will go with Adam Sandberg.
I think he's great in the Lonely Island
Lonely
stuff.
Island.
Yeah.
And finally, 1A, because she's always near and dear to my heart, even though I forgot her. Kate Beckett, Castle.
How'd you forget Castle?
I don't know.
I don't know, but man, she's amazing. She kicked ass. She was awesome. I loved her character. So I'm going Kate Beckett.
Stanokotic.
Yes. Yes. Even though she doesn't get along with Nathan Fillion, it's okay.
How do you not get along with Nathan Fillion?
They dated, and then they broke up.
Still, you should be able to get along with Nathan Fillion.
So. And unlike Donnie, she doesn't shoot first and ask questions later. She just takes them down. And I still love Castle when he has the bulletproof vest on, and everyone else says, New York City cops, and he's like, writer.
Yeah.
So there's my top 5. Anyone else? Any honorable mentions?
I got honorable mentions. Like I said, Judy Hopps.
Judy Hopps.
I have Angela Abar from Watchmen. Dexter from Dexter. So he wasn't technically a cop. He was just the
CSI.
The splatter guy, but close enough. Okay, well, then I'll take Deb Morgan.
Yeah,
How's
take
that?
Deb. She was a cop.
I'll take Deb. Foul-mouthed cop.
Fuck.
She died at the end?
Yes.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh.
Spoiler.
Oh, I thought you knew.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, she died at the end.
Okay.
Clancy Wiggum.
Simpsons.
Yes. And I've got from Game Night, Jesse Plemons' character of Gary.
Oh,
The movie Game Night?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you like that?
I loved
Yes,
it.
I didn't
was
love it, but I
enjoyable.
liked it.
Gary was Gary's character was my favorite character.
Yeah.
Did
on
he
it.
have a Yorkshire or something like that? The dog, wasn't it? It was a white dog, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like a little white.
Yeah, because it was in
Yorkie.
blood
Yeah,
at the one point.
Oh, was that his dog?
That was his dog.
Okay.
I still like when the guy goes into the jet, and I know I saw it on the commercial, but it's still funny. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
No, that was a great delivery of that.
My honorable mentions, I have Teresa Lisbon and Kimball Cho from The Mentalist. I have Anthony DiNozzo and Ziva David from
NCIS.
NCIS.
Oh, okay.
And
Not McGee. You don't like McGee?
he's just... His weight loss really, really kind of scared me.
Well, that was freaky when he got real thin and looked wrong. But I mean,
Sean Murray.
yes, the stepson of the producer of the show.
Yeah.
must be nice."
And,
Ironically, he shot people on set too, and he was fine. They just let him on.
and then I also had Raylan Givens from Justified.
I'm out. So I'm still confused about this. On what's the Blue Bloods? Do you think they have a board 1 day since Donnie shot someone?
Oh,
you
yeah,
think
they do.
have- okay. 2 days since he framed.
And it says Donnie, or it says Danny, but crossed out to say Donnie.
It's actually it's been this many days since Danny is beat a witness.
Mrs. A. Pans. She had Officer Hops, Judy Hops. Chris Bednar, Dr. Bednar.
Ooh.
He had Super Troopers. Even
All of them?
Yeah, he
All
just had
5
Super
of them?
Troopers.
I just picked Rod.
Kristen, she had Paul Blart. I don't find that funny.
Well, then you won't find other people's lists funny either.
Anyways.
Didn't see the Hackney
Intern Hackney. He had Chris Mannix, Walter Goggins from Hateful Eight.
Goggins.
Marcus Hamilton, Jeff Bridges in Hell or High Water. Harry Bosch from Titus Welliver Bosch.
Titus Welliver was the actor.
Yeah.
Bosch is the show.
Yes.
Not Titus Welliver Bosch.
Ben Sherman, Jim Gordon, Ben McKenzie, South LA, or Southland, South LA, and Gotham. Again, worst police force ever. And Raylan Gibbons, Timothy Oliphant from Justified.
He was in the Duddits movie.
An honorable mention, Paul Blart.
I'm really surprised he didn't have Paul Blart, and Paul Blart.
I don't find it funny.
Paul Blart only had one movie this decade.
But he was that good to take up 5 spots.
I don't like
That fat to take up 5 spots?
Yep.
I don't like it.
Is that a fat joke?
It was.
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't think it's funny. Fuck Kevin James. He is Pittsburghian of the year. Worst person ever. Till next year.
Or at least of the year.
Yes. So, there you go. There's top 5. Thanks for listening. And bad idea of the week. Cats. Number 17. Cats.
Cats.
Yep. Overall, just cats.
Not necessarily the movie, just cats.
Yeah.
Well, the movie helps.
Yes.
The movie. But,
Oh, I'm going to knock something off the shelf. That's real great. Stupid cat. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum titles for the show.
I got nothing. Unless you want me to say Jason's mom's pie.
No, but the skin?
The skin of Jason's mom's pie.
Never mind. That's even worse.
I have fuck Kevin James.
Nope.
I have we did this in one take.
I like that one.
And pie. Just P-I. Pie.
Pie. I put him right at number 4. Cameo this. You just like saying it. Because you did.
I did. Okay. I would say, yeah, cameo this. I was trying to figure out how to fit cameo into a title. I couldn't come up with
That was sudden and my best impression. I think
so. Pie?
I think Lando was my best impression yet.
You did an impression of Lando?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
Why don't we go find out where you're from?
Let's go find out.
Let's go find out.
Hey, we're just in a competition, okay?
Thought it was.
Yeah,
Let me go
ours
first. Let me go
was better.
first. Let me go first. I'm Lando. Let's go find out where you're from.
It's Lando.
I actually think that was a
believed it.
decent one.
It sounded nothing like Billy D. Williams, but yes.
Code 45.
Let's go find out where you're from.
No, you're wrong. Jeff?
Let's go find
Nope, you're
out
done.
where you're from.
Nope.
Wink, wink.
Nope, you hung on the wink too long.
We both
Lick lips.
we both didn't get it because we didn't say who we were.
Oh,
So Jason wins.
I hate to say it, but winner, chicken dinner over here. Again, best impressionist around.
okay. What's the title?
I don't know.
We did this in one take,
Or pie.
or pie, just PI,
It is episode 314.
or do we got the pie symbol?
I like pie, P-I-E. Just pie.
No, PI. People can assume whatever they want.
No, PIE at 314. Episode 314, PIE. Pie.
Okay,
We can't do numbers.
but it'll come up. Well, no.
Oh, no, it will come up. It does come up. Is that
But they're kind of misnumbered, though, aren't they?
in iTunes? They are.
Fuck iTunes. I want to fuck iTunes.
We can just call it 3.14. That's the name.
So Pi it is. P-I. Moving on. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.